Okay, guys, we are live! So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I'll be your friendly, what am I going to be? Your friendly, I guess your friendly Hutt cartel today, because today we are going to be playing the second of our special Star Wars themed sessions in celebration of 2024's May the 4th, also known as Star Wars Day. And to do that this afternoon, what we are going to be doing is we're returning to an old classic. That would be the West End Games version of the Star Wars role-playing game. And I'm paging through this, and I think I recognize a name out of here too. But let me get back to that a little later. So this is the, for those who are unfamiliar, this is the version we are going to be playing today is the revised and expanded second edition. This is the last official version of the game that came out. There is also a updated version, the revised, expanded, and updated that you can find. I'll include a link to that as well. It's substantially expanded to cover some of the material that came out after this game, so like with the prequels and all the other subsequent stuff that came out, but it is a D6 based game, and yeah, it is the first Star Wars game as well. So with me today are a group of I don't want to say scum and villainy, but you certainly are playing them today. This session is made possible by donations to the Heroes Save Villages campaign, which is a charity fundraising campaign we run on the channel. It benefits the SOS Children's Villages International Charity, and donors have voted to select all the elements of this campaign, or this session. The session is good. They voted on what era we would be playing in, and the favored era was the New Republic in the original Thrawn trilogy. So this is set between the time of the first two Heir to the Empire books. We are having our heroes play scoundrels, and they are facing the Hutts using the West End Games Star Wars RPG. So with that bit of framing and outro in order, if you see down below, there is a link to the Hero Save Villages campaign, where if you enjoy the session, or if you just want to make a donation to the SOS Children's Villages International Charity, you can do so through that link. None of the money goes to us or any other middleman. It just goes to help out the kids who benefit their services. So without further ado, let's get to the stars of today's session. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are and who you're playing today? First, primero, is Carl.
Wow, it's the first time for everything, I guess. So I am playing Doc. He's a medical droid, or he used to be a medical droid, and now he does other things besides the medical stuff.
Very nice. Next up is George.
Hey everybody, I'm George. I'm playing Dash Graven, who is a human smuggler type of charismatic character.
Nice. Next up is Graham. Oop, and Anna.
I am Graham, and I am Sosochi fan. I am a pilot. Currently, I am the 599th best pilot in the sector.
Love it. Last, but certainly not least, is our resident armor smith, Dave.
Hey everybody, I'm Dave, and I'm playing Jeddick Morrow. He is not a crack shot, but if I can shoot enough times, I'm going to hit it.
Yes. All right. So then our session I mentioned takes place after, or in the time shortly after the first book in the Heir to the Empire trilogy. This is not part of the Skywalker saga, there would be no crawl on this. But what we would see instead is first, we would see in space I think viewers who are familiar with it would recognize at a passing glance that this orb hanging in the blackness of space looks similar to Coruscant, in the sense that there is lights and whatever else, and suggesting an entire city covering this. But closer viewers will notice that there's a huge amount of missing lights in this place. There are whole swaths of it that are not lit up, and the difference will show up when we see the white words Terrace, T-A-R-I-S, show up. Terrace is, or at least was, a city, a city the size of a planet. That was thousands of years ago, before several instances of war. This is kind of the 60s and early 70s New York of Coruscant. It never really recovered from what happened to it, so while it is still mostly covered by city, a lot of that is ruin, and a lot of that has been turned over to ne'er-do-wells. Perhaps unsurprisingly, this is on the just into the outer rim, near the mid-rim space. And what we would see fly into the blackness of space is the Minox Revenge, the ship piloted by Captain Dash Graven and his sidekick, or pilot is Soso Jafan, I guess. So I have the layout of the ship. I don't know if we'll need that or not, but I thought it'd be cool to have that anyway.
In case we're boarded.
Good chance. Yep. That's definitely so what we see, it goes by, and I think in place of the regular Star Wars crawl, we'd see kind of a like Blade Runner style, like slowly lifting, white lettering kind of thing. It is a time of tumult in the New Republic. The New Republic is on the cusp of a civil war. Some of the heroes who defeated the Empire are missing or under arrest for treason. The Empire, thought defeated at the destruction of the second Death Star, has returned stronger, or at least as strong, and is posing as if it has a dagger to strike and kill the New Republic and this fledgling new government. Most recently, the Republic fleet, while they thwarted a plan by the mysterious Grand Admiral Thrawn to steal some of the Republic fleet, the victory came at Sluis Von, isn't it?
Yeah,
Sluis Von came at an exceptionally high price, because much of the New Republic fleet is now rendered unusable. And to make matters worse, while they have been in not necessarily hiding, but disarray since the death of Jabba the Hutt, it seems that the Hutts are poised to be resurgent. And in this time of chaos, a organized criminal enterprise like the Hutts could pose the sufficient second threat to kill the New Republic. But fortunately, that also means there's a lot of opportunity. We see the Minox Revenge go down to the surface of Terrace. Now, the surface of Terrace, we've all seen the illustrations of kind of the gray and whatnot of Coruscant. This is very much, picture what that city planet might be like if it had the opportunity to overgrow and decay the way like a backwoods Kentucky mining town might. That is what you see on Terrace. I think you can hear even over the sounds of your engines, the yow of swoop racers who love racing through the abandoned depths of Terrace. You are coming here to meet with a... Oh, I forgot to... Just 1 second here. You're coming to meet with a potential employer. That employer is Ulo the Hutt. Now you may ask yourself, well, if the Hutts are resurgent, does that mean that we're the baddies here? Well, guys, don't think in such binary terms. Because credits, it's what you do with them, I think. And actually, one of the things that outsiders often get or mistake is that assuming that the Hutts are all one unified entity. That is actually not the case. They are organized into different families or clans, and Jabba happened to be from, or the head of, I should say, the most influential, the Disilgic Triure clan. Uldo is from a rival. So, guys, why don't we, before you land on Terrace and meet with Uldo, why don't you tell us a little bit about each of your characters? And what are you thinking about taking a meeting with and potentially taking a job from a Hutt?
The credits are good. Jeddick will take any job, pretty much do anything. And he tries to be like this total badass in front of everybody.
Okay.
But he's actually siphoning credits back to his family and taking care of his nieces. So just don't tell anybody.
Yeah. So Chifan. Yeah. Jeddick, he is such a badass. I have such a lot to learn from him. He really knows what he's doing. And yes, credits good. I like credits, lots of credits, lots of opportunity. I hope this big Hutt has got as many credits as I've heard he has.
Sure he does.
Yes. Yes, credits.
Doc, I think credits are important, and we should do anything for a credit or two. We need to keep the ship running. Captain, we do need an upgrade on the manifold cell on the hyperdrive. If you could siphon some of those wonderful credits that you people like to use, well, Doc would appreciate it. Doc is also a slicer, by the way, so he's always going to look for a way to get someone's credits, and they don't even know. as much as he pretends to not care about it.
And I think I'm basically listening to the conversation and in my own thoughts until Doc kind of calls out my name, and I said, yeah, sure. I feel my job out here is just one thing, and that's keep us all alive. So we need to fix up the ship. We got to do it now. Just don't overspend is what I'm saying. Okay, just like the least amount you could do. Okay, we're doing fine financially. We're fine. We definitely need this job from the Hutts. Don't mess it up. But if we don't get it, we'll be fine. Although we really should try to get it. That's all I'm saying. But it should be good. So I'll make sure we'll all survive this. Don't worry.
We'll be even more fine. We take the job, we be more fine, yes?
See? Look, So gets it.
Yeah. Yeah, man, just get us paid. That's why we're here. I mean, keep us alive, yeah.
Yeah, the money's as good as in our pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exciting.
Okay. So we see the Minox Revenge land on one of the starport platforms at Terrace. It is, again, like if you picture a what we see in the films with Coruscant's starport, but then add about 300 years of growth and things not working. So it's got that very, very lived in feel to it that Coruscant kind of lacks. You can see as well, Dash, that one of the things you will need to do by docking here is also pay a little bit of a premium to make sure that you've got one of the local gangs watching your ship. You could use... you normally would have been able to use one of the, Uldo's name to keep you safe here. But apparently he's traveling incognito. No small feat for a Hutt.
Yeah. True.
So...
No feet at all for a Hutt, I think.
Yeah.
He might be wearing a veil or something.
He's got a big mustache on.
Or sunglasses.
Yeah, sunglasses and a veil.
I think the black glasses are your totally best description.
He's wearing a fez. No one will spot him.
That's
He's
great.
just pretending to be Clark. He's Clark Kent of the Hutt world right now. Nobody knows who he is.
Well, this Star Wars would be Clark Kintu.
Exactly.
So anyway, you guys are heading over here. What you don't know? Let me ask you this: did you do any asking about either Uldo or any, look into what this might be about before you came here?
I mean, I definitely would have tried to see if I knew anything in the past about Uldo, had heard anything, and then if not, try to reach out to my network and see if there's anything I could find out.
Yeah,
I've got a streetwise.
Yeah, give us a. George, tell me this. Here's a thing I noticed at our last session is that, like, if someone had a really good base skill in something like mechanic or technical or whatnot, then even people who were supposed to be trained in it, like, they still weren't as good as someone with their base skill. Did you impose a -1 if you're not trained in it or something like that, or just let it roll?
I think. Let me think about this. There's two different kinds of skills. There's the regular skills and there's the advanced skills.
Oh, okay.
I think advanced skills I think they're very limited in who can take them.
Okay.
And then
so there is an easy workaround or that you've been using for it.
So with somebody who had a higher attribute score.
Yeah.
Then their
yeah, like we had things where
score.
like someone was really, they had their governing skill wasn't great, but they got like 2 extra dice or 3 extra dice in something. But even then, there was still like one of the other characters was just because his starting stat was better than it. Then there was just no. We sort of had to like ignore that and let the person who was good at it. Here we go. Okay, so advanced skills are marked with a D. Let me see, where's my skill list here? Oh, there is one in here. Sorry, guys, I didn't think of this until I was going to talk to you about this after or at night below next time, George, and then I completely forgot about it.
Mm-hmm. It looks as if it's all the engineering skills.
Okay. So it's not, I'm not going to worry about it for now, but it's something to.
I don't think there was a specific like you have training or not have training, and that changes anything.
Yeah. Okay.
As I recall, other than advanced skills.
Okay. Well,
and then, of course, there's specializations too, which is a
no
subset.
Worries. So then, why don't you give us a streetwise check then, please? Let's see how much you know.
Okay.
What you've heard.
Streetwise, here we go. No modifications. No. Yep. 23.
That's pretty good. So here's what you know. So the oh gosh, I wrote it down and I thought I wrote it down. I can't remember what there is a name. There's a word in Star Wars for the clans, the Digilics or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds right. It's pretty close, isn't it?
So I think if I just like mutter enough or like kind of slur the word enough, it'll be correct. So it's Nixon, necktie. It's an N-word.
Yeah, we get it.
Yeah. So what you've heard is that for a Hutt, he's young, but you hear that he is very smart and very ambitious. He is a Hutt who from one of the lesser clans, but what the underworld scuttlebutt is about him is that he's going places. He's a Hutt, so he's moving very slow, but he's definitely, he has the ambition and he has the smarts to really kind of be something. He just doesn't have the influence at present, or more to the point, the bankroll.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
If you're looking into what he may be wanting to speak to you about, the fact that everybody knows that the Dysylgic Tiure clan, that's what it feels like, eh? When I give you guys those dragon names. They're going to be unveiling. It has taken years since Jabba's death to sort out what his estate is, and they're apparently going to be reading his will soon, which means the vast fortune of a Hutt who has had 600 years to accumulate his hoard is going to now be distributed to everybody, to certain people. And if there is more than one... Oh, someone's crying. Oh, no.
Okay, he hurt himself a little bit. He's fine.
I saw his face.
Okay.
Poor guy.
Yeah. Okay. He's got 2 pence. But I can hear.
Okay. So, what...
I'm not doing this to make sure you take pity on me later in the game.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to. You want to be responsible for creating orphans, do you? Come on.
Well played, George. Well played.
Yeah.
All right, now I got to give him Darwin $20.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So what?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
what do you expect?
as far as I know, he hasn't had like his big moment of like he's put himself on the radar of everybody. Like this, he's looking for that opportunity to like make a big show of who he could be in this world.
Exactly. And you're fairly certain that given what his clan is and given what Jabba's clan is, there's no way he's going to inherit anything, right? So so who knows what this is about?
He's got nothing to lose.
Are you a beneficiary, Dash? Is that right? Do you get money? Are you in the will?
It would, if I was.
Is that why we're here?
No. Look, you don't want to be in the will of a Hutt. Let me just put it that way. It just puts a target right on your back. So I made sure I was nowhere near that.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you, Jabba would not have put me in his will. That's all I can say. Let's just leave it at that.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So, and we'll see. Maybe this Uldo will take the place of old Jabba. Kind of sounds like there's something about it reminds me a little bit of Jabba's ambition in the Outer Rim. So we shall see.
He's at the sprightly age of 140 right now, so he has his whole life ahead of him.
Yeah.
So, you guys go into one of the massive complexes that makes up the buildings on the surface of Terrace. The fact that Uldo is staying this high up suggests money. Even in a place like Terrace, it's only the wealthy people who get to see sunlight. But you reach a certain point, you go down a hallway. It's a little larger, more like upscale hotel hallway than like apartment complex, hallway. You reach a corner building, and then when you open it, those of you with more sensitive olfactory things, it's said you smell a Hutt before you see one, and that remains true here. Make your way in, and his back to you and looking out over the sprawling ruined city that is stretches to the horizon of Terrace is Ulo the Hutt. And he has 2 great big terrifying looking whippet guards with him. I think, does everyone know what a whippet is?
Nope.
If not,
I can Wikipedia it though.
If you're giving me an excuse to look up a whippet once again, I will take it. There we go.
You'll see and go like, oh yeah.
It's kind of like Sweetums from the Muppets, but
Oh,
yeah.
that's
right.
not what I thought was a whippet.
Interesting.
So there are two of them standing there, and they both kind of snarl at you as you come in. We didn't talk about it too, but I picture So being about as tall as R2 as well. I'm not sure if that's what you were thinking too.
Oh, yeah, that's good. I like that. Yes, I'm very tall. Very, very tall.
Jedic's not tall like Chewie, but, you know, standing next to So he feels tall.
Yeah.
Happens
Definitely.
a lot. Yes.
So the door opens, and you can hear in basic, you hear the Hutt speak. Come in.
Oh.
Is the door? We have to hit the. Is the door open, or do you have? We have to.
Oh yeah, the door opened. You
did,
walked in.
okay, I thought that.
Yeah.
We're all looking at Dash like we're going in, right?
Yeah. No, yeah.
I think,
no reason not to.
I think Soso's got a bit of a swagger to him. You know, he's sort of just sort of swaggers in. He's like a little diminutive guy.
Yeah. And as we're going in, I kind of I put my hand on his social shoulder. I'm like, all right, hold it back a little. Hold it back a little.
Okay,
You're on a 9.
boss.
We need you to 3.
But looking good. Looking good.
Turns out, little man syndrome applies to Star Wars as well. Oh, I love it. You guys.
All right.
I'll walk in. The two whippets are snarling at you, and in a way that I don't know if you've seen a lot of Hutts move, but in a pretty languid manner, Uldo turns around to face you, so that the bulk of him is facing you, and he slowly kind of, oozes, undulates forward. And he says, Dash Graven.
Yeah, how you doing?
I am hungry.
That makes me a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie.
He grabs one of
somebody
the
feed,
little toad
our friend
things
here?
that the Hutts are so fond of and tosses it in his mouth. I hear that you're hungry too.
Well, I was hungry, but then on the way, right, guys, we stopped and got some things. So, right? We got, so we're kind of full at the moment.
But
Like,
except
like
you
he-
said you liked
Oh,
Frog.
Captain.
You really liked Frog. Didn't you say you really liked Frog? I heard that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, I did say that, Jeddick. Thanks.
We're hungry for business, though, sir. Hungry for business, yes.
I guess I gotta go try to eat some frog. Apparently,
If he steps
if that's
forward,
what he's offering me.
He's not.
No,
If
he's not.
He steps forward. Are you
Stepping forward.
ill?
What? Huh? Oh, I thought you were. That's not for. You know what? Never mind. My bad. I stepped back to the group. He's not offering me the.
I thought he was offering Frog. I thought he was
No,
going to be insulted.
okay, everybody, chill out.
Captain
Okay.
the Hutt is being metaphoric.
Right? Yeah, I
The
know.
droid's like,
Yeah, I knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, you're right.
droid. I see he's the brains.
Well, you're not wrong.
technically he doesn't have it, but
Am I wrong? Or are you hungry, Dash Graven?
I think we're all hungry for something. Am I speaking for everybody on this?
Yeah.
credits.
Droids do not eat.
Don't listen to him. You see already that he's a problem, right?
Next time you are been shot with the blaster, Captain.
I'm just giving you a hard time, Doc, okay?
You see, Uldo just looks at one of his whippets. The whippet looks back at him and is like, He looks back at you all. Are you through?
I said I kind of catch the serious tone in his voice. I'm like, yes, we are.
You're aware that Jabba's will be read soon.
Yep.
Are you aware that in the course of preparing the will, a full accounting of Jabba's estate has been taken, known and unknown assets included?
I share a look with my companions. Is that right?
I know that the lawyer who prepared this, Don Marazi, a Bith, has the only listing of all of Jabba's assets and their location. They are to be dispersed, but the Desiljic Teuri clan cannot agree on a location. So the will and the lawyer are in hiding. But I know where. If we were to obtain the list, and if the lawyer was unable to share that information, the unknown assets would be ripe for plunder. I hear that you are a fool, but an effective one.
No, Soso is really smart. He really knows what he's doing. I wouldn't talk about him like that if I were you. That's all I'm going to say.
Whatever the hot equivalent of a double blink is, he does that. You will be paid a commission. 1% of the unknown assets to you and your crew. The concealed wealth of 600 years of profit.
I mean, 1% though. You know what the price of hyperfuel is these days? It's outrageous. You're killing me here. Come on. 1%?
Doc, you've even on a rough estimation, you've been able to quickly calculate what that might be, and 1% of Jabba's total concealed assets has got to make eyes water. You certainly can negotiate, though, Dash.
No, I want to. Do you tell me that, Carl? Does Doc tell me that?
Captain, if I had eyes, they would water at that enormous sum. We could buy our own planet. Maybe this one.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm good at math. I knew that. I figured that out, and that's why I was just making a joke because that's a lot of credits.
Does anyone have bargain?
Um,
I think so.
I'm brawling.
It's a perception score
Start with
or
B.
skill.
I do not have it specifically.
Okay. Dash, if you'd like, you can try and bargain or drive that number up, or you can just be satisfied with 1% of whatever.
Boss, I think we take money. Yes, we take money. He might get hungry. He might get hungry.
Yeah, but that's below my quote. I usually get 2%.
Staring at you, Joe, so you see the
me.
like Java or the hot tongue.
Yeah,
run across.
My eyes follow it. My eyes just follow it.
And I'm like trying to like look at Zoso. Zoso. I grab. So, okay, look. I hear what you're saying. Let me just try one last thing. Like, look. You know, this is a new relationship. We don't really know each other very well. And I know you're new in the business. Let's just start off on the right foot. We'll go with 2%, and then if it all works out and everybody's happy, you know, in the next one, maybe we make a better deal for you and me, or both, or something.
Why don't you give us a perception check, please?
Yeah. I may be spending character points. Just so don't tell me the
or a force point.
Exactly. I'd have to do that before the roll. So
yeah.
but I'm saying it now so that Kevin doesn't tell me the roll before I decide whether I'm spending character points.
Okay.
So here we go. I am making it just a straightforward perception roll. Here it goes. Okay, that is not good enough.
Okay.
I'm going to do one.
If you click on the character point thing on your thing, it actually rolls it and it explodes.
I forgot. Okay, here it is. One roll. 5. So 18 total.
So you make the pitch for 2%. He looks at you, eyes narrowed. 1%.
All right, you got a bargain. You got a deal. I'm gonna let you have it 1% this time. just so we can prove what we're worth. That's it.
Wow, Dash, you can imagine a lot of money, can't you?
I sure can. I really can.
Yeah.
So he looks at one of the whippids and kind of, nods the bulk of what is kind of his head. And the whippet stalks forward, and if you thought the hut smelled bad, wait until you get close to a whippet. And he hands you a little data slate thing you can get info off of. I can't remember what they call it in Star Wars. So
I want to say it's a data pad.
Data pad?
I want to say that's what it is. But...
So what the little card thumb drive thing is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're getting paid.
So he hands it to you.
Big money.
And he says, Jandarul. And everyone can give us a planetary systems check, if you like. Or if you're not trained in it, your knowledge.
Which side do I roll on?
Say again? Oh, not the GM one. The GM one just whispers it to me. Nice,
Carl.
I don't even know what we're supposed to be rolling. That's what I love about playing a game I've never played before. Amazingly.
Have you never played WEG Star Wars, Carl?
No, I've never played.
Oh, cool. Cool.
I wasn't allowed to. No, I don't know. That's not true.
I want you playing that game with the demons and the devils. No Star Wars.
No,
exactly.
Yeah. That's Star Wars
head
stuff,
out of the galactic clouds.
Yeah, Jedek, that's not your... Hey, So.
Oh, yes, I know these things.
Yeah.
Nice.
So both Jandarul and Doc, each of you know that there is each of you know that Jandarul is basically like a vacation planet for the Hutts. It's a tropical world that they like going to. It's not quite. Let me phrase that. It's a world that they use to meet with other people on vacations. They are perfectly happy on Nar Shaddaa. They like the humidity and the mud and all the other crap, but for non-Hutts, it is a ideal fortified tropical place. And the way that it is set up is that each of them have kind of their own preserves. So he's given you the Silgic Tiure kind of preserve, the location for that. He otherwise leaves it to you to decide how you're going to go about doing this. Get the will, deal with the lawyer, and bring it back to him.
Deal with the lawyer.
How hard can that be, Captain? A lawyer.
That's why I'm not worried about you not getting a chance to make jokes at my expense earlier, Dave. There's getting plenty of chance. Can I kick him when he's down as well, too? I'm also going to step on his hand. Ooh.
Yeah.
The planet has giant juju fruits. You can sculpt to eat your own house with it. We shall taste them. It'll be good.
So, with that, you seem to be dismissed by Uldo.
I'll sort of swagger on a 5 on the way out, I think.
Okay. So.
Yeah. Dash paying for a round of drinks before we go?
Well,
sure.
It would be a first.
It's like getting paid would, we get like a big payoff here.
Yeah.
We,
Celebrate.
Start off in the right frame of mind, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. Let's go to the canteen. Oh, we should go pretty soon, though. We don't want to get too many drinks. Maybe we shouldn't get any drinks, actually, just for the sake of time. I'm worried that somebody might be hunting down.
If we are going to a
There
resort,
it is.
if we are going to a resort town,
It isn't a town, it's a resort planet. What there will be is effectively a castle, a Star Wars equivalent of a castle, where they're holding this Bith lawyer. And he probably gives you a holo of what he looks like. So let me show you what that looks like.
It is a steamy pleasure planet.
Here is...
So it's been a long time since we've had drinks. That's why I was thinking about it. I was just...
Yeah, we should drink.
There is water from the fresher on
I hear
on the Minox Revenge.
Terrace ale is
Doc, you
delicious.
do not understand. Yeah.
If we are going to a resort planet, I am sure there'll be plenty of drinks, especially the ones with that little umbrella in them.
And they'll probably be free. So it all works out.
But we're on
Umbrella,
Terrace
fruit.
and Terracian ale. Come on, guys. Haven't you ever had Terracian ale?
Doc tapped his head because that's where his internal clock is. His time is wasting.
Fine.
So, anything you wish to do on Terrace before you leave?
Yeah, but apparently the rest of them don't.
No, we cannot drink. We cannot have good time.
What kind of Star Wars game are we playing if we don't go to a cantina? Come on.
Well, are we going to
City
a whole
Space Center.
cantina? We're going to a whole cantina planet, basically.
Yeah, you're going to a planet of cantina.
Okay. We do extra cantina when we get there then.
Yes,
Alright,
double cantina.
Okay.
All right. Dash is paying for drinks and dancers then next time.
He didn't say that. Did you notice? He did not say that.
No, he didn't.
Huh? I can't hear. I'm going into the back.
Do not worry, Captain. I record everything. Everything.
That's great. And I keep walking off.
Okay. So,
Do we know, Kevin, if there's anything we need to know about actually, arriving at the planet in terms of
basically, like you're going to need to arriving the planet itself. You should be okay because it is a bunch of rival clans, and they all sort of leave people in their own space, as it were. But each of those, castles are kind of fortified. So probably the best bet is to land further away and then go overland. I find if you guys have any thoughts as to what you might have on your ship, whether it's like speeder bikes or a speeder or, animals to ride around on, whatever you feel like you might have on board, I'm okay with. That seems to be like a common sense kind of thing to not a common sense. It seems like a common thing that gamers do, but not something we ever see in fiction. I don't ever see Han cruising around on a speeder bike that he's kept in his, his hold. So
Yeah.
I don't really, to be honest, like I don't really care one way or the other if you guys want to have that on there. But if not, then it's just a matter of going overland and then just breaking your way into probably a Gamorrean-filled castle, finding and stealing a lawyer, or dealing with a lawyer at least, and getting a copy of probably one of the most heavily encrypted devices or lists in the galaxy.
I'm mostly worried about the parking. Because, on these Cantina planets, you park in the wrong spot.
So you guys have been saying Cantina. I did not say that.
No, you didn't say that.
No. What this is a jungle planet that happens to have a couple of places where people have built castles.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just making a joke.
So,
do we need to have like access codes or something like that to get in, or can you slice us in?
Yeah, do we need like a access code when we fly in, or how does that gonna work?
No,
not when you. Depends on how how close you go to the Tiore clan castle. If you get too close, that's when they deploy the fighters to try and shoot you down. If you don't have clearance, if you land far enough away, they may not know, because there's a lot of people who are coming and going. And I assume that there are certain modifications you've made to the Minox Revenge to make it a little harder to detect.
Yeah.
Yep.
Part of the reason you've been selected for this type of work.
Yeah, nice.
So it seems like we should do what we were talking about and land outside the perimeter. Yep. Mm-hmm. And then make our way in. And the question is, what Kevin was asking about in terms of vehicles. Are we going on foot, or would we have some kind of small speeder type?
If it's a jungle planet, probably a speeder type would be not a great idea. It's gonna be faster walking, or just as well.
Quick question,
marching
though.
through the jungle.
Do any of you guys have any biker scout background? If so, that's just a lethal combination for you.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know. Unless we can find a little village and find some local animals, but if not,
that's another option.
I think we hoof it. I like the local animal. Try to go to a village and local animal idea. But...
Yeah, I like that too. Yeah, go ahead, Dave.
Didn't they use like speeder bikes on a forest moon of Endor? Like you could easily navigate through, and if it's going to save us time.
Okay, well, I don't know. You want speeder bikes?
It's not exactly
I like tramping through the jungle.
Yeah, it's also depending on how you guys plan on accessing there too. I don't even remember the distinctive sound of the speeder bikes, but you can hear them for miles off.
Yeah,
as
we're
well.
supposed to sneak into this place, right? Or we're going to sneak into this place. We're not going to pretend to be. We're not going to pretend to be caterers, right? So.
Right. I mean, not yet.
I'm here for the bar mitzvah. What?
Yes, I heard that. Yeah.
All right, so
a Hutt coming of age party. All right.
Exactly. I'm the DJ. I'm
the karaoke machine.
Yeah. That's good. I would believe it.
Nice.
About how far away, if we are on foot?
Kevin, oh my gosh, we could be the band. All right, never mind. All right. Okay.
Is it like days of travel we would have to do on foot to like land outside?
No. I think if you, again, it depends on. I'm going to set a target number based on how far away you decide to land, and that'll tell me whether or not they know that you were there or not.
Okay. Well,
how far away do you think would be safe to land? Where the Hutt clan has chosen to hide a list of their dead patriarchs' most treasured possessions and secret possessions.
You guys think how far?
Like 10 clicks?
Yeah, a march's worth.
Yeah.
Of distance, probably. So whatever that.
So 10 kilometers you would be able to pick up what's on there. 10 kilometers is probably close enough for them to pick you up.
Yep.
Because that's only
Okay.
you hike even in the jungle. You're still probably doing like 2 kilometers an hour. That's only 5 hours hike away from there. But maybe you guys got some good flying. Again, I'm not saying they automatically are gonna detect you. It's just gonna affect what the target number is going to be for the roll.
Right. So if we go further out, if we go say 20 clicks out, then we've got a longer hike. But
It's more a matter of like, is it going to be a day away? Is it going to be within the same day? I think is really the decision you guys are going to make.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think? Are you feeling lucky? You guys must be lucky, right?
Yeah.
Or is Force Game that's going to make a roll?
Who's the pilot?
Well, So is technically the pilot.
Okay. Just try to get as close as possible. 10 kilometers, half a day. Sounds good. Get in, get out.
Yeah, sure. Okay,
Yeah.
I can do that. Of course, 10 kilometers to you is 20 to me. I've got small legs. Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Exactly. For So's benefit.
Okay, I get us in as close as possible. What could go wrong? I am the 599th best pilot in the sector.
yeah.
Has that changed since last time? I didn't think to write it down, but it'd be funny if it was constantly like a running total.
Oh, it does fluctuate.
No,
Doc is keeping
if,
track.
if-
Doc says, no.
if I kill one of the pilots that's above you, then you'd be the 598th.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, so you're
Hey,
now.
isn't that guy on the list?
I'm sorry, so you're now 600.
Oh, oh no. All right, I show you then. I show you.
Okay, so who's on this list? I want to know.
All right. So then
Taking guys out.
I think we see you guys drop into the gender rule system, and we would see a. Oh, you know what? I can repurpose illustration I use somewhere else because apparently I have a dearth of creativity, and I'm just using jungle planets over and over again.
Yeah.
Here we go. There you go, guys. That is what we would see swirling beneath you.
Giant jawbreaker.
If you bring that down, let me think here. Would you give us a piloting, what is it, a space transport?
Space transports?
Yeah,
sure.
and then remember, if you choose to spend a force point, that'll double your dice pool before you roll.
Okay. I have no need. So dice mods, none.
Dice pods, none.
Other mods, pip. So I've got +1. Is that right?
That's already in there.
It's already in there.
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
don't need to do
It'll
anything
roll
else?
whatever's in there. What the mods are is if you have any other situational modifier, or if say you double your dice pool and you need to add 5 and 1 or whatever it is.
Okay, I'll go for it. 24.
Are you satisfied with that?
Oh, I don't know.
So here's the way difficulties work in WEG Star Wars is very easy is 5, easy is 10, moderate is 15, difficult is 20, and I can't remember what the...
Very difficult and extreme.
Very difficult, yeah, and extreme.
30.
Breaking into a Hutt's thing is 35.
Oh, okay. So I've not done enough.
Like it's a good roll. It's just that it's a judge of whether or not you feel that.
Well, could I spend a character point then?
Absolutely, yeah.
So do I just reduce the character points?
Yeah,
on the sheet?
so if you change your token, the green bar down to 3, that'll track your current character points.
Okay.
And then just click the character point button on your character sheet. Oh, wrong side of the...
Is it the wrong thing? Sorry.
Yeah, you reduce
I'm
the
sorry.
total.
Oh,
No.
sorry. Yeah,
That's okay.
Sorry.
Got it for you.
Done that now.
Boom.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and then click on character point on your character sheet. I think it's at the top in the center. Is that right, guys? Where the character...
Top
Yeah,
right,
it's
under
right.
extra dice.
It says care points roll.
Oh, got you. Yep, thank you.
26. Okay. So you bring this in low, and let me show you guys what you're flying over. Everything sounds like a pod racer to me.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So this is an idea of what this region looks like, and you've landed yourself about 10 kilometers away from where the actual. Who other than Sosa would like to give us a sensors check?
Doc might be good at that.
Probably.
Yeah, it's probably a dash up in the cockpit thing.
What's your?
What is it?
I've got a four,
sensors.
4D plus
4D.
2.
4D plus
Yeah.
1.
I've got. Okay, go ahead. Go for
Or
it.
is it? Well, it's my mechanic. Do you add them to get mechanic is 3D?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Total
it's already
4D.
correct.
That's
Included.
4D. Okay.
Yeah, so Carl, the way that works, you have your six attributes, and each of those is whatever any skill that's under that is that level, unless you start advancing it.
Okay. So
Okay.
it's going to be sensor operations, right?
Yeah, and you guys remember
Nice.
you have 4 character points, and we are an hour and 15 into the session.
So what are the things I can spend?
So your character points you can spend at any point before or after the roll, and you get to add 1d6 to it, or however many d6s as you like. If you spend a force point, you double your pool for that
Which
roll.
ones are the force points?
The blue ones. You guys
Can droids spend force points?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a character thing. It's called force points, but it's a narrative metacurrency.
I'm going to spend a force point.
I think that every licensed Star Wars games is obliged to call something force points, so because I think Saga has it.
So do I do? So do I just roll it twice and we add it up, or what do I
No,
do?
so when it prompts you for the roll, your
Okay.
skill in sensors is 4 plus 2. The first one that prompts is going to ask you how many extra dice. Just put 4 in that, and the next one will ask you for mods. Put a 2 in that.
So I see.
How many? I don't put any mods, right?
Yeah, 2, because you got a 4D plus 2.
Okay. All right.
Let's see. Nice.
Awesome.
Okay. So, Doc, while you were going in, you had an opportunity to do a passive scan. Guys,
Ooh, pretty.
this is the castle that you will have to infiltrate.
I wonder if the lawyer's in the tower.
There's giant explosions in the air. I wouldn't worry about that. That's probably
Oh,
nothing.
okay. I was. It's funny. I was starting to worry about that, so I'm glad you said
Yeah.
that.
I mean,
It is.
there could be skeet shooting or something. Whatever.
Yeah, they're shooting
Yeah.
birds.
Okay.
It's quite.
Birds that get too close.
It is quite a brutalist style. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Star Wars
I'm
chic.
That's what you noticed? Okay, so that's great.
Somewhere there's some poor Soviet architect who's just like,
Well, there's explosions going off in the sky, and like, I'm like, look at the architecture. What an interesting style they chose.
it is
here.
very cool though.
It is. I
Yeah.
agree.
So, then, as you guys land, when you bring the Minok down to a rest, let's take a look at that beauty once again. I say beauty, but genuinely, I have used the Gitric class in a bunch of things. I kind of hate the look of it. Like, I think I use it because it's got an accessible floor plan.
Yeah.
But that was, I think, just before you came on, George, we were talking about as being Gamera,
Yeah.
right?
It's true.
Like,
Yeah. It was not my favorite choice either.
okay, so
Not a pretty ship.
not a pretty ship, definitely not. And apologies to whoever designed
she's a
it.
good
It's a better
she's
ship
a
than I
good
could
ship.
design. So,
Yeah.
but so this thing lands. No alarms are going off. Doesn't appear
alarms?
that no. Doesn't appear that there's any, Gamorreans on Staps that have been deployed to come and get you. Staps, I don't think exist in this universe, but because this is prequels. But what would you guys like to do now? I mentioned that all the plants are poison, right? Did I mention that?
I didn't think you had to mention it. I just figured. I just assumed.
Well, apart from the
Let's
juju
get
fruit, the juju fruit is not. The juju fruit tasty.
We get our gear
Identify.
together and go, I guess.
Yeah, let's get rolling.
Okay.
Or hiking.
Wait. Did somebody lock the ship? Didn't anybody lock the ship when we left?
How are we going to remember where we started?
I'm sure we
Never
can
remember where
set
we
up a
were.
beacon.
I think that makes the podcast or the pod racer sound as well. Whoa, 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 whoa. Someone pay the ADR guy more. God damn it. What
At
would
least
you
it's had a Wilhelm scream.
So, what would you guys, what's the approach you guys are taking here to try and make your way in? And what is the plan? Are you just going to walk up to the thing and knock on the door, or
Do we know how much
Gotta be
daylight we have?
I think you probably have as much as you need. Like, if you want to be arriving in the morning or arriving in the afternoon or whatever, you certainly would have been able to plan that stuff.
Okay, what's everybody thinking?
Ooh, actually, hey, let's have some fun. Who is your astrogator? Is it Dash?
I think it probably would be. I've got a 5D in astrogation.
It's pretty good.
Sounds like you're doing the weather then.
Why don't you give us an astrogation check then? Let's just see if you arrived on time.
Alrighty.
If I
Yeah.
read the will.
Exactly
pretty good.
what you need.
See, I told you, get us here in time.
Yeah, it's good.
So,
No problem.
about 5 hours of travel. There's probably going to be some kind of surveillance along the way. There might be animals, because the Hutts are pretty big fans of using critters for they're animal people, I think, is a way of thinking of it. You know, rancors,
Yeah, it's just
sarlaccs, lots of things.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Nature to dispose of the garbage.
Mm-hmm. So
All
we
right.
should just we're gonna find an alternate way in. They're not gonna just let us in. And so is there did you guys download any plans of the place beforehand? Is there anything data on that?
unsurprisingly, there are not public records of the secret castle of the Hutts.
No, I'm wondering if the Hut gave us information.
Did not, no.
You did not. Okay.
Well, we can
You
sneak
know-
in.
One thing we could do that we definitely could sneak in. We can go in guns blazing. Here's a different approach. What if we went in to make a deal and we could sell out Ulo to
For
jobless
2%.
people?
Oh, clever.
Maybe
See?
maybe if we get caught as a backup.
Okay, that'll be our backup plan.
Yeah.
So we all got to be on the same page. Whatever.
We're actually here. If we get caught,
we
we're
can-
here to warn you.
Well, if we
Okay.
can get close to one of those, if there's any sentry stuff in there, if we get close to one of those, I can slice into it and then maybe
Yeah.
get a readout of their security through the back door.
Hmm?
An alternate
Because-
entrance.
Well,
Just
the
gotta
other
find-
thing is, yeah,
I'm pretty good at that, and patching people up.
I bet everything that you guys can get us in. Now, the question is, once we're in, are they just going to immediately spot us? We're not going to fit in based on even what we look like, unless we come
I'm
up with
the
some
new-
kind of cover.
I'm the new medical droid.
Okay, that's good for you, but there's 3 other people here that are not droids. So what are we going to say? We're the new smugglers you ordered.
Jeddick holds up his blaster and goes, "This is our way through. Come on."
I like the
Confidence.
yeah. But I feel like that should be our last. I think we're going to have a big problem if we try to go in and back out guns blazing. Maybe on the way out we could survive. On
Okay.
the way in and out, I don't think so.
So sneak in, get the stuff, deal with the lawyer, try to sneak out. If at any time we get spotted, blast our way through.
Or
Or Taco, yeah.
yeah, or that one, or sneak our way past.
Yeah,
And
you
then
hide.
blast our way through if it doesn't work.
And then if it doesn't work,
Yeah.
blast our way through.
Yeah, Jeddick blast his way through, and then we follow.
So you're saying no blasting until things go bad.
Is there a signal, Dash? Do you give signal? Do you give signal for blasting? What's your blasting signal?
I think I'm gonna probably yell. Yes, something. I'll go something like that, or blast
Blast 'em.
him. Yeah, there we go. That's a good one. I think we can all agree on that. That's clear.
All right. Yeah.
Perhaps
We all know what that means.
Perhaps your high-pitched scream, Captain. The high-pitched scream you say when you're running away.
Stop branching out into that whole comedy data box that you just put in.
Captain, you recommended because you said I was too humorless.
Okay.
As an aside, I
That's
do
a
not
fair
have any,
point. I think I made a
have no
mistake.
humorous because I'm a droid.
So I'm not supposed to blast anybody really until things go really bad. That's what you're saying.
Doc's gonna look for that.
I think there is some latitude. Yeah, I think maybe you blast if you really feel you need to.
Well, not exactly, but I mean,
sorry.
if you have to,
you can hear
have
us.
to.
Oh no! Just wait for blast him. Just wait for blast him.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Like I keep moving ahead, and then I'm like, wait a second. I'm not sure if I'm buying this.
So Doc's gonna look for one of the security things.
Okay.
Well, you're gonna have to find what is it you're looking for?
Because you said there's security stuff out here, right?
There's
So
likely
sentry
security. You're
points.
gonna try and find that then.
Yeah, look for a sentry point. Try to sneak up on it, and then
Blast them.
Not just relax. We'll be playing things to blast. Trust me.
And then if we're able to sneak up to it, to kind of slice into it. But,
Okay.
I mean, things could go south at that point too. So
it sounds like, I love it.
Jeddick will start
all
shooting.
sorts of things that can
Give us
potentially go
cover.
wrong. So you guys are looking for the first point of the first action item, I guess, is to find a security checkpoint and try and slice it.
Yes.
Okay.
But assuming they're not manned security locations, right? It's like a. Well, might be manned.
If it's probably not, but there probably are guards that are out and about. So if you want to try and get a patrol, you could do that. If you want to try and find a checkpoint where they would check in with the central security, you could probably try and find that. There is likely network droids that are going to be drifting around in here as well. So any of those things, the latter two could probably get you to hack in or slice in Star Wars terms, I guess. Or you can try and interrogate someone and use a comm unit or something like that to try and
preferably
slice
an
as well.
Unmanned security installation. Droid is the second. We don't want to.
Okay.
Yep.
So the first thing is, let's do this. Why don't
Survival?
Kind of feels
so
like
hold on.
it's-
Who's got is Jeddick, are you pretty good at survival?
I got a 3-2
3-2.
in survival. 3D2.
Yeah, I think that's the best of everybody. So why don't you keep on track towards so you don't get lost in the woods. So why don't you search for us to try and find that thing that Doc is looking for?
Okay.
Dash, why don't you use your sneak to keep everyone out of view?
I also was gonna instead use my con to make it look like I was using my sneak to keep everybody out of view.
There you go. I know what I'm doing, guys. New.
I think so will do the customary to Dash. Will say, "It is a wonder that you're still alive." Before we go into the
Look at that, Jeddick.
It's a real
Holy shit.
miracle.
So I spent a force point.
Oh, did you? Okay, that's why.
Oh, nice.
That's an awesome roll.
I'm like, getting lost at this point is a terrible, terrible thing. So when you
It would be very thematic for one of our games, though. So what was your game? Well, we were going to go and break in
Wander
somewhere,
around the
but we just
jungle.
ran away from a rancor for the rest of the time.
All right.
Turns out there's forest rancors.
I spent one character point to just try to get it up to 25, which I wasn't able to do, but that's as far as I'm going to go.
Okay.
Good.
I still 24 because it's a contested roll, so that's a pretty good base level to put it to. Survival's amazing, so you're definitely not getting lost.
Nice.
So you're going to be able to find something. So let me just roll for the patrols here.
Is there a wild die in the roll somewhere?
There is, yeah. It's usually
There
the
is,
last
yeah.
dice,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh yes, that thing is. Jedek rolled a 6.
And then
on
what I think,
something.
sorry, Doc,
Sweet.
Doc, you want to roll security for us?
Right now?
Yeah, let's just let's see if you're keeping track. Because, I mean, in addition to having the check-in points, there probably are sensors set up all over the place that you want to probably avoid.
Okay. I'm going to use a character point if I can click on it.
Character point or a force
And
point?
don't forget, yeah, you can use a character point after the fact, after you roll. Call.
Yeah.
And you can use multiple character
Yeah,
points
there's no
after
benefit
roll if
to
you want
spending
to.
it before.
Yeah,
Okay.
the force point you must spend before the roll.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That just doubles your dice.
Yeah, and you can't spend a force point and a character point in the same round.
Nice. And rolled a
Oh,
complication. Okay. So, you guys, but you succeeded. So you're keeping, Doc is keeping an eye out for any kind of sensors and whatnot. You guys successfully avoid a patrol of 4 Gamorreans who seem to be going around. And I think we all know what Gamorreans are, but let's take a look at their lovely smiling faces again.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Okay. Where are you, gorgeous? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Ah, here he is. Here he is. Those pretty guys, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sporks.
Okay, yeah, really. So they are. They seem to be looking around too, and each Hutt clan seems to have itself allied with its own sort of slave species, and the Jabba's clan happens to favor Gamorreans, it seems. But you avoid them altogether, and you're able to come across a access point.
Okay.
So, Doc, you want to work your little thing comes out?
Security. I have a 7 security, but if I spend a force point, that seems kind of ridiculous. But is that what we want to do?
Yeah, your call.
Well,
Well,
So
getting in
we've got-
is crucial.
yeah,
Yeah,
and we've
that's-
got just logistically, we've got an X amount of hours and
let's
X
do it.
amount of points, so we're well situated in terms of number of points.
Yep, I'm going to use a force.
Hell
point, too.
yeah. So your first prompt put in 7. Let's see how well you do.
This to me is one of the things that's fun about the system is the force points, especially when you are like doing like Kevin was saying at the beginning of the session, do
I
like
don't have any.
a
I
bunch
don't
of
have a
different
die
actions.
I don't have a die
Yeah.
modifier. Do I on that?
Not a die modifier, no.
Is this where you hear the music playing? The
Exactly.
50.
Holy.
Okay, so here's some of the information you know. For one, you know precisely where Don Marassi is, and let me put it in.
And that's
The
that's
lawyer, the Bith lawyer. He is at the.
Found him.
Yep, he is at the top. I imagine there's a more Star Wars-y name for it, like Advocate or something like that, or Adjudicator. But too late for that. He's at the top of the tower, as you suspected, and it seems that he is keeping the. It says that my connection to Roll20 was. No, I'm back. That's weird. It says they're at the top of the tower, so you should be able to find there, and there is no information. You've been able to breeze past their firewalls and their security, and you have seen that it's whatever the list is, or the accounting of Jabba's estate. It's not saved anywhere on here.
It's probably the lawyer might have it.
Yeah.
Person on his person.
And with a roll that good, like there's not even any like hidden kind of things in there. The Hutts likely have all sorts of like subroutines and hidden, servers and whatnot. You have accessed every single one of them with that roll, and there is nothing hidden from you in this. You know precisely the order of the guards and the patrols in here. You know that he has the Hutts keep a garage as well, full of recreational vehicles. You know that there is a hangar that is secured within the castle as well. where there is a fairly, think of like a, Lambda class shuttle, but by way of like 50s, aesthetic. So something that looks more like a old Republic kind of quality vessel. Yeah, there you go. So imagine that, but hot rod the hell out of it. That is what that's the vehicle that the model of vehicle that is in in the hangar. Likely belongs to the lawyer.
I want to fly that. That looks good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We might. That's a possibility that the
to get out.
If it's not connected to their data net, trying to use Star Wars term.
Yeah.
If it's not connected to their data net, perhaps the information is on the ship.
Could be.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
As far as getting in, you have access codes to enter the main gate, to enter the kind of servants' quarters. There is also a sewer system that you could get in through. And here's the other thing, Doc. You're not the first person to slice this thing today.
Oh. Perhaps we have competition.
Yes. And that, guys, is when you hear the low and you see smoke coming up from the direction of where the Minoc was parked.
Uh-oh.
Doc, all the security alarms are active now.
I'm sure I locked it.
But what I can tell you is that there's been no alerts about finding the Minoc. So whatever blew up the Minoc, either you guys left a kettle on, or somebody else or something else blew up the Minoc.
Competition.
I guess we're taking that shuttle.
So, the security, you had everything down pat. Now everything seems to be augmented. So, what are you guys doing?
Gotta get in there.
Hurry. I say,
Directions?
Yeah, well, Jeddah got directions.
Doc, do you have, I don't think you got Streetwise, do you?
No.
I do.
You do? So who, I think a lot of you guys have.
I've got 5B.
3-2.
So if you want to show sort of the, there may be some characteristics of the slicing that is revealed. I'm going to say it's a 25 to identify this, but if you guys sort of combine efforts here, there's 3 of you trained in it. I'll give one of you +2 dice. So who would like to make the Streetwise check?
Yeah, Doc will show them as we get moving. I suggest the servant's entrance.
Okay.
Sounds
Dash,
good.
Did you say you had 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm only at 3.
Okay. All right, and then 2.
I've got 5 as well, so.
Whoa. With a complication.
Yep.
Oh.
So there is a... Because the reason I made the difficulty so high, partly because, finding the signature of someone in slicing is a difficult thing, but also because this particular person, likes to keep on the down low. That is Talon Card. Those in the know are aware that Talon Card is the kind of... He's kind of the opposite of Jabba in some ways. Instead of being a name that's on the tip of everyone's tongue and everyone knows about, he prefers that nobody knows about him, or as few people as they can, while secretly securing a position to effectively take over the gap that was left behind by Jabba. If Card is interested in this, Dash, well, that may mean there's someone else who might want to pay for this if you can get it. So,
I think we got 2 buyers, boys.
Oh, best. We in middle. Yes.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
we have 2 complications thus far that have been unaddressed.
Oh, you mean that? You mean the ship blowing up is not a complication?
That was not a complication. That was a plot point, unfortunately. So what you find is the lot of you seem to have stuck around a little too long. Understandably, you're all kind of looking over like, oh. Is the Minoc the ship you've had the longest, or is the Minoc a relatively recent acquisition?
I vote for longest.
Yeah, it was a piece of junk, but it was our piece of junk. Yes.
Right.
It wasn't a piece
I
of
have
junk.
great news. It is, and once again, a piece of junk. So, so let's do this, though, guys. No one's going to be surprised, but unfortunately, you hear the squealing alarm of a Gamorrean who has spotted you. Well, that is not easy on the throat. So let's not surprise any
sound like
more
it.
Gamorreans, guys. Who would like to roll perception for the group?
I only have a 3D.
Me too.
2.
Perception. I have 3.
You have 3, Carl?
Oh, yeah, I have 3.
All right, go for it. You go for it.
Well, you have 3 too.
Yeah, but I just made the roll for.
Okay.
Well, you got
Sure,
more
I see.
force points, though, George. If you want to spend a force point, you could double that up.
That's true. That is true. So yeah, actually, I don't even know how this would work. Would that count for my force points? Would that count for my first turn as well?
No, just for rolling initiative.
Yeah, just for the perception. Yeah, I don't think we need to win it that badly.
Okay. So go ahead. Whoever's going to roll. I got an 8 for my.
I'll roll it. I might send character points, but I'm not ready to send
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
When we open up blaster fire, that's
Oh.
9.
What did you roll, Kevin? An 8?
They rolled an 8, so you're good.
Yeah.
You guys
Okay,
are up
good.
first.
Yeah.
All right, so they are probably about 25 meters away. It's very much, you can picture it like this, wide open area, but there's a lot of like trees and shrubberies and whatnot. I have a whole bunch of Gamorreans in the way, though. Hold on, let me just move them around. There we go. There you go, guys. A little easier to see. Gamorreans in the trees. A new play coming from Cy Snoodles. This, so...
is now the time dash.
This would be a good time.
Are you sure?
You've
Thought
got
we
to
were
say
being-
the words.
Yes. Oh, what did we say we were gonna?
So, who would like to go first?
I'll go first. I'm gonna spend a force point, and I'm gonna shoot 3 times. So
Okay.
3 blaster fires. So there's gonna be minus 2d on all my whatever I do.
Okay.
And so, but first I gotta move because I'm not in range, or I'm not in within short range.
Okay.
So I gotta move my full 10 meters.
Okay.
And then I will be within 10.
Okay.
And here comes first.
So your first shot,
Minus 2.
and I'm going to dodge as well.
Oh, wait, so,
15
and
is what
I'm-
you need.
Yep. So I would be getting.
Your blasters
3,
are,
yeah.
I think, what, 5 or 5 plus 1. So you're, yeah. So
Well,
you-
it was force point. Got it up to 10, minus 2 dice for the extra.
yeah. So
it's
add
extra dice.
3 and 1.
Yeah. So it'll be 8d2 basically.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go.
Oh,
That is a
37.
hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Okay, and they have
Damage.
their what do you call it? Strength is going to be 14 total. So nice.
Wait a second.
That stuns, doesn't it?
Well, I'm just trying to see. I originally rolled just blaster, and then just now I clicked on attack. I just wanna make sure I
you got to
didn't-
scroll across. Sorry, there's a the sheet has this weird thing where there's like one bit that you have to scroll across to get to the damage dice.
Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, there it is. There
Yeah.
it is. Okay, I was like, what? There we go. Here's the real number.
Nice.
24.
That's incapacitated. First shot, one Gamorrean is down.
Okay.
Who wants to go with their next first action?
Oh yeah, right. That was my first. I got 2 more after on the next few.
Guys, any of you want to do something?
Jeddick, do something. Unload.
Yeah, go, Jeddick. Blast him.
Okay. Yeah. So I will blast them.
How many shots you taking?
I'll just take the 2 that come normal.
Okay, so do your first shot now. They are in short range, even from where you are. So let me roll dodge for one of them.
Nothing in dice mods or pip.
Nope, you are rolling against a 12.
Nice.
Look at that, solid hit. And go ahead, if you scroll across, go ahead and roll damage. 14 is what their strength resistance is. Did you find where it is, Dave?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to populate the zeros and send it on the way. There we go.
Okay. It's ooh. So they are stunned.
Can you character point damage? No.
George, do you know?
I used to rule it that you could, but I don't remember what the
that's fine. Then that's fine.
Is.
Good enough for me.
It's just to me, it's a currency, and everything's based on multiple 6-sided dice, so mechanically it makes sense.
Yep. So go ahead and spend a character point there, Jeddick. There's also not another way to up your damage in the game, I don't think.
Exactly. You know, that's why I always ran it that way.
Okay, so I'll spend
so
that.
It's 18. And then... All right. So then that is wounded. You hear a squeal once again. I don't know what my throat ever did to you, but that's twice I've had to make Gamorrean sounds now.
we better kill these guys quick.
Yeah.
Let's help Kevin.
I'll be rasping away. It's got 40-year smoker. Guys, I'm really trying to tell you.
Exactly. Is that 40 years of smoking or 30 minutes of playing a Gamorrean? One of those two.
All right, so Jeddick, you're beginning to unload. One of them gets hit. So and Doc, you get your first actions?
Yeah, I'm going to take a shot also.
Okay. One shot or multiple?
Just one.
Okay, go right ahead. The dodge is a 10. You're rolling against?
19.
Yep, solid hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 14 is their strength. The rules is written, Carl, that you have to roll the strength thing, so it's contested, but I just want to save myself the effort. Nice. So he's stunned then. You could do the same thing that Dave did and spend a character point to add 1d6 to it.
I'll do that.
If you'd like, go right ahead. Just click on your character point roll.
Yep. 17.
Okay, so 17. Not a substantial difference.
Okay.
All right, so let's see here. Stunned will be snail. There we go. Snail stunned. I think they drop down when they're stunned too, don't they? Stunned. No, only when they're wounded. Okay, minus 1d for 1 round. All right, then so.
2 shots.
Okay, go and take your first shot.
First shot. So it's a -1 on the dice mods, yeah?
Yeah. And then
nothing.
My dodge is a 5.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be real hard to... no pressure. 50. Solid hit. Is that a... What came up first there? 6. So, it's not a complication. Go ahead and roll damage.
Damage, blaster pistol. That one. Submit. 14.
Submitted.
All right, so stunned again. Do you want to spend a character point? Try and bump up that damage?
Sure do. I'll have another go.
How much do you have to increase it, Kev, for it to become a wound? Is there a...
wound is 4 over. And incapacitated is 9 or more over.
Okay, so it's possible to do something substantial.
Absolutely, especially with the exploding dice. Like if it explodes.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I just try.
And there is a rule, just double checked, to increase the damage of an attack.
How's that?
You just You can spend up to 2 character points to increase the damage of an attack.
Oh, there you go.
However, this often counts as an evil action, as per the GM's perspective. But I feel like we're smugglers.
What does it say about us that in this year of our Lord 2024, our morality on spending extra points on damage is very different from when that book came out?
It's very true.
Sorry, so did you spend the character point, or you?
I'm
not
trying to do that.
Okay.
So we just take it off there.
Yeah.
And well, first of all, I need to roll the damage. Oh no, roll the damage. So
Roll damage. Yeah.
The character point button is on the top right of the page under initiative bonus.
Just roll a d6.
Yeah, it's like CHAR
sorry, it's just
points roll.
yeah.
Above your number of actions.
Got you.
I do like the like GeoCities aesthetic of the character sheet too. Very.
Well, I think this is probably timely about when
100%.
the game went out of business. Company went out of business.
If you really want to make it current to the time, it should like slowly load your character sheet as it's going.
Exactly. Yeah, this was cutting edge. Like that's what people don't remember.
All right. Anna says that she wished she rolled better, but that is a stun on the Gamorrean. All right, everyone's first action is done. I've had a bunch of dodging Gamorreans. They're spending their move running for cover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who's she yelling at? Hold up.
Yep.
There's nobody up there.
Cover? Put on the cover? Yeah.
Hold on. Anna. We're taking our break in a moment, sweetie. All right, Gamorreans. They are going to run for cover. And hold on, the wounded one though. I think he fell down. Wounds. No actions for the rest of the round. All right, so that guy with the red dot is staggering in the open. The others are running for cover, and then they will take their shots. Does anyone wish to dodge?
Yes. Dodge.
I got 1, 2, 3.
Can we
I can shoot
decide
at each of you once.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we decide after you've rolled?
No, you have to decide what the same. Hold on. How is it, George?
I think you can.
So, yeah, you can. The problem is you technically have had to declare what you were doing earlier in the turn, so you knew how many actions you were taking. So you can subtract the number of dice appropriately. So normally at the beginning of a round, you'd say, like, I'm going to shoot my blaster twice and dodge one, do one dodge.
Okay.
And that would be 3 actions, and then you'd be subtracting 2d from all of those dice you dodge and your 2 attacks.
So here's what I'm going to do then is we'll do it like Elder Scrolls. I've made my mandatory reference of Elder Scrolls RPG today.
There you go, ding.
Your penalty for dodging is not going to come this round, it'll come next round. So if you're choosing to dodge, you do have to declare it before, so I know that the target number is going to be higher. But otherwise, you can do it and not have it impact your rest of your actions this turn. Okay.
So I'll dodge.
I'll make my shots.
Yeah.
So Jedek, I'll go right to left here. Jedek, make your dodge check, please. I got an 8.
Well,
So
Dodges under decks.
I got an 8. Are you dodging, So? Otherwise, I hit you.
Dodge.
Nice. So-So's out of the way. I'm waiting for Jedek. Dash, are you dodging?
Yes.
Oh,
nice.
Jedek is super
Jedek's
dodgy.
out of the way. Dash, go ahead and make your check. I got an 8 as well. And then Doc, are you dodging?
Yes.
Yep, go ahead. I got a 7 against you. So an 8 and a 7. Doc has succeeded. Oh, George might have dropped off. I suddenly got his camera.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got his IMDb photo.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see, is he in Zoom right now? Yeah, he's still in Zoom. Oh, he's out of Zoom. He's dropped out of Zoom. So, Doc, you're good. You jumped out of the way as well. Mm-hmm. I think so. You rolled a complication on it, though. So I think you've fallen prone. So you're just like on the ground. I don't think you had any other actions this round anyway. Let's give George a second. Well, you know what? Why don't we take our mid-session break right now? And then we'll come back and see if George has sorted it out. I've got the invite too.
Okay.
I'll just tell George we are on the mid-session break. Great. So then for those listening at home, we'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. Oh. George is back. All right, we're just waiting for Dave. Oh, George, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Excellent. If you want to give us your dodge check.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't know at what point. my whole it was the whole house, literally. Everybody was like, "What's going on?"
Oh, jeez. Remember, you also spent a force point, so you get to double your dodge.
Yes, and then I got a minus out.
No, because the dodge is going to be for
we're
the
doing
next round.
next round. Yeah, okay. All right, so then I'm just okay, and then I get an additional 1.
Awesome. So you get out of the way as well. All right. We have second shots. Who would like to? Jeddick is making a second shot. Soso is making a second shot, and Dash is making a second shot, I think.
Yeah. Why don't we go in reverse order this time? I went first last time.
Jeddick, you want to give us your shot? Or no, Soso was last. So Soso, give us your shot. I can't. I'm not going to dodge at this point. These guys their dice pool is minuscule. That is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Come on, so. Oh,
pretty good. That's
stunned again.
It's average. It's good average.
Okay. You could spend a character point, I guess, as well, if you'd like.
No.
Okay.
I'm going to spare some for the castle.
Okay. Yeah. All right, Jeddick. And make a second shot with your blaster. Just barely hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
If something is stunned and they're stunned again, is that just still stunned?
Seems like it's just still stunned. There is 2 double wounding, but...
Got you. Okay.
Or at least so my amazing GM screen tells me.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, mine right there.
There you go. That's another Gamorrean gone. Okay.
The Doc is just going to run for cover or crawl for cover because he's prone.
I was apparently a little overtired today because I did not set that Gamorrean aside. I almost erased my initiative tracker. 5 months down the drain.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. So then, Jeddick's shot to Dash. You got 2 more shots. Go ahead and take those 2.
Okay, great.
Nice.
Here we go.
Yep.
All right, there's the first one. Here's some damage. Oh, so hold on. That's the attack. Gotta go over. There we go. There's the damage. 16.
Stunned again.
Yeah. So here's my third.
Point?
How close am I? 16.
Pretty close to 2.
Yeah, I'm pretty close. Yeah. Let me do it. Let me go up to character points here. Okay. Character point. Here it comes. Yes.
Mine exploding. 19 is enough to double wound.
19. Cool. I'll take it.
Okay.
Let me just make sure. Did that subtract a character point?
And he's knocked down now as well, by the way. Double wounding knocks you down.
And it automatically did subtract a character point. Great. Okay, perfect. Okay. So my third attack. Here we go.
Against a fresh Gamorrean or the stunned one?
I'll go for the fresh Gamorrean.
Okay.
Here it comes.
Fresh Gamorrean is our most popular candle scent.
It's obvious why. I mean, you know.
Definitely. I'm getting hints of pork and evergreen. Weird.
It's not even worth throwing a character point on that to try to.
No, that is a. All right. Then that is the end of round 1. Round 2, guys. You're up first. What would you guys like to do? Or who wants to go first? I think you've all had 1 dodge. You're suffering -1 to the... Yeah. That's a very intent one there, Graham.
In which case, I will shoot once, and I will prepare. I will stay to dodge.
Yeah, I'm going to dodge and shoot twice.
You're going to bank a dodge.
Dodge and...
All right, sorry. Yeah. Bank.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot once and bank a dodge. Do I need did you get my crawl for cover as my last action?
Did you have a second action though? I thought because you didn't take a dice penalty.
Okay,
right?
never mind.
Yeah, the only reason that everyone gets so the way the game works is that you declare kind of how many actions you have, and that tells you what the penalty is for this round. Any dodges you take over the course of the round, that applies as a penalty to the next one.
Okay, so his movement is an action then.
Yeah, and to be honest, like I'm not sure there's an advantage because of the way we're doing it. There's not an advantage to declaring a dodge necessarily. Because you're going to get that penalty next round anyway, right?
Oh, all right, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so...
All right.
I'm going to shoot twice.
Okay, so who would like to shoot first then? Insert Han joke here.
Han, he's going to shoot twice.
Yeah.
He's going to shoot once in one movie and shoot second in another movie of the same movie.
The second shot's going to be wildly inaccurate. Right. Also, something fucked up happened to his hand. But
exactly, a lot of problems.
So
who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
You're first.
Great.
Gamorreans are going to dodge. Oh, hold on. Do you want to shoot the one that can't take actions, or do you want to shoot the ones that can take actions?
I want to finish off anything that's wounded or.
Yep. So the one that's got the two dots on it, it can't take action, so it can't dodge.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll your attack. He's been shot twice and it's kind of wobbling back.
Mike, I'll finish him off for you, Dash.
Nice.
Yep, that is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Come on. I see some big money.
Yeah.
Here it comes. 30. Let's see 30. Blow his head off. A little more violent. I think I got a dark side point just by saying that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Come on. There you go.
Nice.
He's knocked clear off his feet and lands on his ass with Jedic's first shot. Who would like to shoot next?
Well, Doc is only taking one shot, so he'll take a shot.
Yeah, sure.
Do I have a minus on this one?
You would have -1 because of your earlier. Are you taking 2 shots or 1 shot?
I'll take 1 shot.
1 shot, so you're taking -1 for the dodge from last round.
Okay.
Well, -1 dice, not -1 modifier.
Okay.
And you're firing into 10.
Okay.
They squeal and run for cover. That is enough, though. Ooh, you got him. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Come on.
17.
Nice. So that is a stun result still. You could spend a character point, add 1d6 to it.
Yeah.
Exploding, and that at the minimum, that is going to wound him.
Okay. I'll do that. So
there you go.
More.
Wounded. Here we go.
Okay.
And Dash or So.
I'll do one.
Okay.
My first one. And then I'm at -2.
Okay.
Dice. There we go. Let's do a character point.
Sorry, I haven't rolled for my dodge yet.
Okay.
I did. I got a 9 total.
Yeah. So let me go for a character point.
10.
1 character point. 12.
Good enough. Are you shooting? Sorry, the same dude, or are you shooting a different guy?
I'm always shooting a new guy.
New guy. Figured. Okay.
Trying to soften him up.
Yep.
Yeah. Here's some damage dice.
And then
16.
Set a stun, unless you want to spend character points.
I'm almost out, so I'm gonna hold on to it. But I'll let. I have one more, so I'll take it after Sosa does. Because you got a second shot, right, Bram?
I'm gonna shoot twice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'll let you go, then I'll go after you.
So I'm on a -2.
You are at -2. That's correct. Yeah.
2. Yeah. Go. Hey, nice.
Nice shot. Yep, that's a hit.
That's a hit. So
Great shot,
damage.
kid. Don't get cocky.
No chance.
Look at that.
Come on.
That is another Gamorrean down.
Amazing.
And again, like with how big So is, you can picture and one of the Gamorreans knocked back.
Yeah.
There you go. Good enough.
Wow.
And I think again, like with how big So is, you can picture. And one of the Gamorreans knocked back. And then you can picture. And one of the Gamorreans knocked back. And then you can picture. All right, that is your first actions. I have one who cannot. Ooh, with wounded one, can you not take actions? No actions the rest of the round.
No.
Yeah, so that one's not the one with the red dot. You can picture he's been knocked on the ground. The other one is just stunned. I have taken one action. Oh, guys, fear this. My one wild die. Who am I attacking? Let's roll randomly. That's not a 4. So.
Yay!
Would you like to dodge?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So, remind me. I am on -2 for this as well. Is it
for this round? Yeah. Whatever your dice
round.
penalty is for this round, you'll apply that, and then this is going to carry forward a -1 to next round.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Let's put that in. Let's see what we get.
I'm reloading. My screen just
I was wondering what was going on with.
9.
9 is just I rolled an 8 for my dodge.
Oh, phew.
Oh, I rolled an 8 for my attack. All right, so a blaster bolt. You sort of like leap up from behind cover. You shoot the one. He falls back and hits the ground. You're like, I got one, and then sound this blaster bolt zips past your head. Then
If I was taller.
So, and that's it
Well,
for
and-
me. So, second shots, guys. Who would like to go with their second?
Well, to be fair to you, Kevin, actually, you do when you're stunned, you do still get to act. You just have -1d.
Oh no, I didn't. That was the shot with him. It's the one on the ground. I can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, right. Yeah, making sure.
He was down to just his wild die for that. So, and I I rolled a 6,
sure
but
wasn't cheating. Yeah.
not much beyond that. Yeah, no, thank you,
Okay,
though.
cool.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
so
cool.
then, Jedek, Soso, and Dash all have second shots?
Yeah, I think Dave's still getting back on. I'll do mine.
Okay.
Here we go. I'm at -2 dice though, so here we go.
Oh.
Hold on. At short range, though, what is it? Is it a 10?
I think so.
I got starship damage here. I got move charts.
Starship damage.
Oh, here we
Hitting
go.
him with
Short
starship?
range is 10, actually. Yeah, so that is a miss.
10, yeah.
Oh, and that is a complication.
And a complication, yeah.
You're going to need to reload.
Okay. So I'm gonna spend one next turn. I'll be reloading.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think if I just want to spend a character point, but I'm almost out, so we still have some time left. So I'm gonna just say like, yeah, the gun. Oh, again, I'm out.
I thought you checked these things.
Yeah. Who is in charge of that? Forget it.
Okay. So that is actually a miss. Do you want to spend a character point to add?
No.
No. Okay. I mean, you already took one down, right? Your job is done.
Yeah.
Exactly. Jedek.
Okay, so -1 dice.
No, because you got your light repeating blaster.
Oh, but I dodged last round. Is not
Oh
counted
yes,
for
so
mine?
that is -1. Yep, that's absolutely right. Anna says you're right as well. That is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
It's
Anna says good luck.
Don't worry, Anna. I got this.
Here it comes. Don't worry. Yeah, sweetie.
Oh
my God.
Oh, dear.
Zorch. Oh, look at that 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
This thing is just vaporized. All right. So then that is the end of the. Do you have one more shot, Dash, or did you only do 2 this round?
That was it. No, that was all 3. And the third one I ran out.
End of the round, start of the next round. Who would like to go first?
Is there like an aim function or something? And I've got a scope.
The scope is just it grants you a certain modifier. I don't think there's an actual aim action.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
The scope just gives you, when you're at long range, gives you a +1 dice.
Okay.
So it helps with mitigate the higher target number. But
Okay.
Jedek, why don't you go ahead? It sounds like are you shooting twice again?
Yeah, I'll just shoot twice in case.
Go ahead.
Zorch.
So he's prone, so it's going to be a little bit harder to hit, but I think you can get a 15 out of this. There you go. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice.
Jedek's like, this is fun. This is why we do this.
And there you go. All right,
Nice.
guys.
Nice.
You have defeated the Gamorrean patrol.
I quickly look around to see if there's any more on their way in.
Sure. Give us a search check,
Okay.
please. If not
Doc is
search,
going-
then perception.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Go do you,
There we go.
Doc is gonna look for their little security things.
Oh, yeah, good call.
I shot 3 of them.
15.
Yeah,
Okay.
you'll find Sosa looting their bodies for loose change and whatever else you can find.
They are... So, as far as you can tell, there is no one... for Dash. As far as you can tell, no one is coming in immediately. But, Doc, when you get the comm unit, it seems like they're getting ready to deploy some kind of flyers of some kind.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give them the coordinates to around the destroyed Minox Revenge
Oh, cool. Why don't you give us
in my best Gamoran guttural.
Yeah.
I know I'm not a protocol droid, but you know.
Yeah. So that'll be a perception roll then, because that's con. Or if you're doing it in, why don't you use security? Because I think you're doing it by like taking advantage of their security protocols.
Yep.
So let me make a
I got
perception check
deploy.
for.
We've been attacked near, and I give those coordinates because that's where the ship blew up. If someone blew up our ship, then maybe they're
Correct.
around there still. Okay.
I'm gonna grab
Security.
Yeah. I'm using 2 for my wild dice. I was using a pair of dice that were almost the same color, so it's very hard to pick out which one was which. All right,
26.
I got a 9.
26 for me.
Yep, they're beginning to. So they're deploying skiffs, is what it is. Skiffs are coming out of the tower.
Do we know the name of the guy who's messing with us?
Oh no, you don't. Oh, Talon Card. Yeah. We.
I know, if I give him that name, then they're going to be on super high alert, right? So maybe I shouldn't.
But also, they have to sort of be in the know. Like Jabba is the name that anybody in the Outer Rim knows who Jabba the Hutt was.
Okay.
Talon Card is the opposite of that.
Oh, so no, know, so it doesn't
yeah.
matter.
At this time in the history of the books, I understand he becomes more well known as he becomes more involved in galactic events. But at this time, he's still very much keeping under the radar.
No, I can say bounty hunters. Bounty hunters.
Yeah, you can just lie.
Yeah.
Right.
Bounty hunters, and I give him the type of ship that our ship was, and
Sure. And you can hear as they go again. Pod racers, they're going by overhead, which might leave the way open for you guys. So, what are you
I'm
doing?
hoping- Hurrying. Oh, did they have any like a security pass or anything like that too, or just the
They
comm?
might, but like with your roll from before, that 51 or whatever it was, like you're
I'll
good.
unlock all the doors.
Absolutely.
And they'll open the windows.
You can even lock them out if you choose.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay. What are you guys
Let's
doing?
get that lawyer.
Hustle. Get into the castle.
Get to the castle.
Let's go.
Get to the castle.
Okay. Tell us how you're approaching the castle, guys. Sneaky, fast.
Can we hustle till we get close and then try to sneak in from the edge of the trees or something?
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah. So I think why don't you Dash, give us, I think you're the best at or tied for the best at sneaking. You want to give us a sneak check there, please?
Sure.
So you can take the credit /
20.
blame. All right.
Yeah.
Let me roll. They're on high alert. I'm gonna roll 1 extra dice for this. Okay. So you guys get there. What you can see is there are Gamorrean patrols that seem to be around the keep. Some are carrying their typical, vibro axes and whatnot. Others have whatever the Gamorrean equivalent of a bowcaster is. They've got that. So the... and then, let's see here. I think there would be probably a Gamorrean, massive master, a kind of like those disgusting hound things. They're bringing them out and trying to go and search the premises, but they're more like walking around with 4 of them than they are like letting them loose or trying to find anybody. So, what's the plan here?
Side door. Doc,
I suggest servant's entrance. Servant's entrance.
Okay.
If you know where one is, point us to it.
So you head your way over to the servant's entrance, and it will require Yeah, you gave yourself access, did you?
Yes.
Okay. So you head over, and there's Doc. You see his little manipulator or whatever the thing. What is R2's little interface unit thing called? I want to say penis, but it's not penis, obviously.
I'm pretty sure that's not what it is.
Yeah.
The arm.
Yeah.
No, the little thing that sticks in the
plugs
thing
into
and spins the
computers.
dial.
When R2 has sex with
remember.
computers, that's what I'm asking about.
Yeah.
Universal serial bus.
The USB. All right, so he.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called either, but actually, I'm sure there's I'm just gonna take a look at the. They may list it in the. You may have known, George. Those many decades ago, because.
Maybe.
Let's see here. It is 2 grasping arms, electric wielder, saw. There isn't a name for it here.
Is data port?
Nope. I just happened to flip to the droids, guys. Let's see here.
Yeah. Scomp link.
Yeah, S-Comp Link. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What's it called?
Scomp link.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. The what you yeah. So you see your Scomp Link comes out. You access the computer. The door slides open. Oh, and that search failure complication from Dash. You can when you step in, there are bodies of Gamorreans in here.
Oh.
Up close shots from a blaster. You're on the main floor. What are you guys doing?
Some
Gotta
kind of
find a way
inside
out.
job. Someone had to get in real close to make these blaster these blasts here in their heads.
I'm wondering if we need to split up. Some of us go for the lawyer. Some of us get to the ship, make sure it's secure, and to get out of here. But
You guys would have comm links, so you would have ways of communicating with each other?
do you want
We
to do
don't
that?
get
Yeah.
if we don't get the lawyer, we don't need a way out.
Well, if we can get to the ship and you can't fight your way out or grab the lawyer and move out, we can fly to the top of the tower and you can jump across.
But one thing is we definitely need a getaway vehicle.
So Sosa and I should go. You get the vehicle. Let's get that hot rod.
Okay.
What do you think?
Think you can get it up and
Sosa?
running?
What do you think, Sosa?
Yeah, good. Like it. I want to fly that ship.
Hey, if you guys can get the vehicle, maybe you can meet us at the top of the tower so we don't have to come back down.
Okay.
Well, let's stay
All
in
right.
communication. You got your comm link on. Just make sure. Some people have a habit of switching it off, and I don't want that to happen.
What?
I'm sorry, I forgot to
Yeah.
charge my comm link last night.
Yeah,
It's
like,
out of power.
oh.
Yeah. Anyone have a
Oh, I
charger?
forgot.
No? An S-Comp link? No?
Yeah, it's the wrong plug. Damn it! I knew I should
Exactly.
upgrade it.
It's the off-brand. I have the R-Comp link for you. Well, this is just not going to help at all.
Oh, it's the Imperial Standard. I've changed it.
Let's find out the ship.
All right, Jeddick, you might get a chance to shoot some things. Are you ready?
Swag, swag.
I don't know. I show you the map, like how they have a little.
Yep. There's a little hover thing that comes up.
Yep.
Hollow, not hover.
Hollow.
Oh my god!
God, what are you doing?
All right, so
I'll show you
you
the hollow.
Holo display comes up, and he shows you where to go. Tell us, guys, how are you planning on making your way through to these next destinations to get to the thing? Are you sneaking? Or are you just trying to like get there as fast as you can?
I think we're supposed to dress up as stormtroopers now. I think that's what is like the obligatory point in the Star Wars story.
So we'll try to sneak.
Let me tell you, nothing
Sneaky.
smells better. You think live Gamorreans, dead Gamorrean clothes, that's going to be a good disguise.
Sneaky now.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
Quiet. Sneaking.
Well, what if I just had a visor that comes down like maybe Lando for, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody will notice that I'm.
Well, actually, that is a good question. Obviously, Talon Card is somebody who's off the radar generally in terms of the galaxy at large. Do we know what he looks like? I guess is my question. Like, would we have ever seen him or some kind of representation of him at some point, or no? We're just totally
I think
blind.
so. You rolled pretty well for it too. I think what you know is that Talon Card is the kind of guy who does not do work for himself. He's at that point in his career. However, you have heard that he has a pretty exceptional agent who does work for him. You have not met them yet.
Yes. Okay. I'm just.
I tell you, when I fan service hard.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'm gonna get in there and break them up now.
He can't make her happy, man. I can.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I'm just gonna undo the expanded universe beyond this book. Well, Jedek, obviously we should go as quietly as possible, but if we're confronted, I'm thinking maybe I say I'm Talon Card and try to bluff our way past.
Sure.
And then for Sosa, if we get confronted, I'm the new doctor and I'm taking you to med lab.
Yeah, what is this thing?
Yep. All right. I'll say I'm taking this thing. I think it's Talon Card to med lab.
That's a much smaller version of that in Star Wars.
Yeah. Well, if they don't know who he is,
Yeah.
it'd be really funny if we start saying this.
Wait, sorry. Mentioning Talon Card's name in the Hutt Castle is probably not going to get you. You may get points for confusion, but it's unlikely to, stop the guards from arresting you.
But good plan, though. I like the plan.
Okay, so then why don't we do this? Which of you, Soso or Doc, wishes to make a sneak check for us if you're taking this stealthy approach?
I have 4D plus 1.
I hand a smoke grenade to Soso.
I've got 4 plus 2, but I mean, is there like any sort of aiding rule in the game or at all? When
there isn't rules written, I don't think, but you can. I'd say I've been saying add 1 dice to your.
Go ahead and add a dice. So you have 1 more than me. So
yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Let's try it.
You know all those little sneaky ways.
Yeah, try that. Come on.
So do you want to smoke?
Beautiful.
Wow.
Wow, with a crit. Do you want to tell us what the what it looks like as you guys make your way utterly undetected?
Yeah, it's like that scene in the Death Star when they're just kind of wandering around, and you keep thinking they're going to bump into something, and they never do. And it's got nothing to do with the Force. It's just we're just literally like ghosts traveling through this thing.
Okay.
Oop.
I guess we get to the hangar. And we'll figure it out from there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is so true.
Thanks for that. Thank you for that.
Alec Guinness pulling down on the things and looking over. The stormtroopers walk by, turning off all the tractor beam controls.
Yeah.
All right, so you two, I've made your way to the hangar. We'll talk about what happens when you get there. Dash and Jedek, what's the approach to get up to the top of the tower? You blast your way along, or are you sneaking as well, or are you trying to
I think we should start out sneaking. Well, I think we should start out sneaking. It's going to take them a little bit of time to get the ship up and running.
Whoever's in front of us is killing everybody on their way there. If we go slow, everyone will be dead. including the lawyer.
Well, so that's yeah.
Well,
Okay,
speaking
well,
of
all
which-
right. Well, all right. You're not wrong. Let me think about this a second. I never said I was the smartest person here, did I?
I'm not either. I'm just thinking I don't want to get there and not have anybody to talk to.
Yeah, see, I think here was the flaw in the original plan. They let the two dumb guys take care of this part. That was the big mistake.
Action Jackson and his buddy.
And his action buddy. Are there any kind of alarms or flashing anything like that?
Oh yeah,
indicates
the whole place is under, ever
But
since.
I can't. I'm sorry. I can't see like a map and like where things have been triggered or anything like that.
No.
Okay. It's just the whole place is like.
Think of
lit
Jabba's
up.
palace if you want to think of what the decor is like in here. So like tons of shadows.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
There aren't those weird monks walking around, the spider cyborg monks.
Yeah. That's too bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna.
Bomar monks, is that what they're called?
Oh, you might be right. I actually don't. I don't even know. You might be right. Maybe they're secretly like the main characters of the movies. It's one of those.
It really
things.
is. They're like one of the Bomar monks is like, man, this Jabba's pissed me off. They're like, just wait.
Exactly.
It'll be fine.
It's like a Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead of Star Wars. It's like
Exactly.
it's those guys in the background. That's the
So-
whole thing. All right.
There is
So-
actually, hold on. There's a comic that is that concept. It's like,
You're kidding.
Yeah, no. It's these two guys who are just like peripheral to all the events of the original trilogy. It's really funny. I think Amanda Connor does the art in
Isn't
it
that-
too.
Wow.
Who's
Isn't
really
that
great.
C3PO and R2? Isn't that what R2 and C3PO
It's
are?
kind of, yeah. Yeah,
Sure.
really.
Oh, that's
Okay.
awesome. I have to look that up. Okay, cool. All right. So, I'm with Jeddick. Let's dash.
Okay. Why don't you guys
Invoke my
give us
own name.
a strength or stamina check? Your dealer's choice.
Okay.
I guess it's the same thing. One is going to be better than the other. So really, it's
Yeah.
strength or if you're trained in stamina.
Yeah.
Individual rolls.
Let's have you both roll. Just in the event that I can see something humorous happening on the way up to the top.
Yeah. Yeah. 20.
Nice. Energetic. 10's good enough. So, you were passing more dead Gamorreans and other Houseguards, Weequay, Twi'lek, all the species that had been subjugated by Jabba, or members of species that had in part been subjugated by Jabba. When you reach the top, and it's surprisingly bright as you walk in. Tell us how you can see the light coming out from here in contrast to the rest of the place that you've gone through. How do you want to approach it? Are you just bursting into this top floor, and like trying to take stock of what's there, or?
Is there any kind of aperture that opens and closes, like a door of some kind that opens or closes in between us and what we might see next? Basically, what I'm asking you is, can I walk up to the door, listen, basically, and see if I hear anything going on before we decide to break through?
Yeah,
not?
absolutely.
Okay. That's what I'd like to do. Just a perception, maybe.
Perception. I'm trying to see. There's no like hearing or whatnot. Yeah, let's give us a perception check,
No. Yeah. Okay.
please.
Here
You
we
can
go.
use search if that's better.
Oh, it is. Yep. Here we go.
Yeah.
Final battle. Get him here for the boss. Quick save.
What happened here? There it goes. Whoa. Okay. 26
Okay.
with some exploding.
That is. So you listen in. You hear the sound of like
Wow.
the sound of something like sliding and locking.
Just like one time.
Yeah, and big, like not like
Okay.
a small drawer or something like that. Honestly, it sounds like a door closing.
Yeah. I think we need to go in right now. I think I hear something's closing or somebody's getting away. I'm not sure. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna hit the door or try to look for whatever mechanism opens it.
We know what
Yep.
the lawyer looks like, though, right?
You absolutely do. Yeah.
So yeah. So don't shoot the lawyer.
Right, got
Anybody
it.
else?
Don't shoot. Yes, I know. Don't shoot the lawyer. Don't tell me nothing. I know. Don't shoot the lawyer.
No
Just
joke.
saying.
You know how much fucking money you can make from a t-shirts that say that?
Yeah, we're
It was more
TMing
like-
that right now on the stream.
It was more Jedek telling that to himself. Like,
Yeah.
if you, like, don't shoot the lawyer. Shoot anybody else, but don't shoot the lawyer.
No,
So-
I think as a follow up, you also have to remind me, so that works
Yeah.
out well.
Okay.
You open the door. Sitting behind a desk is a Bith with a smoldering hole in the center of his dome.
And
His head
halfway
is
through,
back.
I'm going, I'm here to rescue.
And it seems as if there's, from where he's sitting, he's not dressed like, he's dressed like, the style of clothes is probably very similar, but it's a lot darker, which allows you to see the lights. He seems to have screens open in front of him, like things that he's been monitoring.
I think we rush around there to see, to check him out.
If you look around, what you can see is there's surveillance in here. You're seeing yourself real time. There was surveillance showing the room as you came in.
I think I need a haircut. Anyway.
Is that a balding? What the
Yeah. Oh
Jesus,
man.
I never see this angle. What?
Are there any other exits or doors or?
Why don't you give us a search check, please, or if not, that perception.
Your reception.
And Dash,
Yep.
would you give us a technical check or computers if you have it?
Just straight technical for me. Here we go. Yikes. I will spend my, I think, one remaining character point, just so it's not a
Oh yeah,
Oh, it's
23 on the perception.
There you go.
nice, Dave.
All right.
Yay. All right. Well, that's just what it is.
Okay.
This is when you shoot the computer and say it's not working.
I'm out of character points anyway. So it's not
Here's
even
what
like I could
happens:
have the option.
is Jedek, you are looking around and you can see there's just a hint of scuffing right near one of the walls, and there's like a panel of different like gewgaws and trinkets and whatnot, things of value to Hutts and Hutt culture. And you're looking at this thing. You sort of shoulder your light repeating rifle, and you grab. You're looking just for the way the light is heading. You can see there's enough sheen on one of these things where someone's clearly been touching it quite a bit. You grab it, you pull it forward, and you hear that same sound again, and a secret door opens up. And you're like,
Dash.
hey, you turn back to Dash. Dash, what I was getting you to roll for is to see this is real time, but it is recorded as well. So you can dial it back.
Okay.
And allow me to show you what you do get a good shot of the assassin.
Oh, interesting. Yep.
She seems to have been interrogating him. Dark clothes, long red hair. And you see him shoot him square in the head afterwards. And she makes her way over. And you hit something else to try and activate it. Jedek has just said, hey, and your complication is you hit something and you've triggered something, because then that door seals shut and you hear a as it locks. What do you guys do?
Well, that's not ideal.
So let's cut downstairs. That's a perfect line on which to cut down to the hangar. In the hangar, So and Doc, you can see that there's a lot of people who are getting themselves up and ready to go. And so how much of like a I don't want to say wrench head, because that's probably not the right term for for Star Wars. How much of a speed junkie is So-So? How much does he love vehicles?
Yeah, he's pretty keen. He's pretty keen, particularly transports.
So easily the most unusual vehicle that you can see in here. There's a wide variety of different speeders. You have your pick of any kind of speeder bikes or, larger, not barges necessarily, but actually there's probably a barge in here as well, now that I think of it. But the thing that most definitely stands out as the most curious of the vehicles parked in here the ATTE.
No. Oh, I know what they do.
So there is, and this has been converted over to have a lot of camo and whatnot that is in to match for the Force and whatnot. But it seems as if the Hutts needed to have something in order to safely extract themselves, and they have gone with a armored walker.
Yeah.
So, but the thing that catches your eye, though, do I have the... I thought I had a Lambda shuttle loaded in here. I do. Here we go. So, again, Hot Rod Lambda is parked in there.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Looks like there are some guards in here, but what would you like to do? The joke, guys, is I think I've used an ATTE in almost every session of Star Wars that I've run for the last, 10 years. So I joke that it's my owlbear of Star Wars. It's always in
That's
here.
good.
So.
I like it.
But, Doc, what are you guys doing?
Doc, can you create an alarm or something to sort of chase them off, and then we'll sneak in?
But yeah, that's how I was going to try to create some sort of distraction, open a door that they can see suddenly,
The schwack, open up. Sure. Why don't you give us a security check then, please? Your SCOMP thing activates, and we see a little of those Orabash symbols all kind of flash around, and then something opens up and an alarm goes off. There's, I think, not all of them go running through it necessarily, but there's enough who have gone over and are checking out what the hell's going on in there. So you certainly have a distraction if you want to try and make a run for the shuttle.
yes, make a run for the shuttle.
Let's do it.
Okay. Why don't you guys give us either, if you're being sneaky, give us a sneak check. If you're being speedy, give us a dexterity check, please.
They're like the same for me.
Yeah, sneaky for me slightly, but
I'm going to run.
okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, Doc, you're very quick. Just find the character sheet, which has got buried. There it is. I'm going to go for sneak.
I need to spend a character point.
You're good. 15 was what I was setting the difficulty at.
I will spend a character point.
You got it. So the two of you make your way over to this shuttle, which seems to be, it's not even idling, it doesn't look like they were trying to make a quick getaway, but you make your way inside this thing, and it is a very, very fancy shuttle inside. Everything, this honestly could be, a one of the nobles or whatnot on Coruscant, one of the members of the senatorial delegations. This is the kind of thing they would drive, or at least that's what you think.
Yeah.
Hey, Sasso, did I tell you that I was trained in starship gunnery?
Oh, classic.
I'll jump into the gunnery seat. Let's get us going. Let's get going. We'll blow that tower up.
Over the comm, you hear, I hope you guys are just standing around looking at the inside of this ship. We got a problem here.
Let's get her up. Let's get her up.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go. We're going.
So would each of you give us a perception check, please?
Is that just straight perception?
That'd be straight perception, yeah.
Or search? Yeah, okay, it's perception. Go.
Just the ones that are in the hangar?
Just the one, yeah, sorry, just So and Doc.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I should roll. How about I roll?
Just 12.
Okay. So,
I think Darth Vader's sneak is more like a 25, so it's that's close enough.
Yeah, I know.
I was reminded
Black.
Jeff and I were talking about it last night. I forgot that Darth Mater, he has our off-brand Darth Vader. Darth Vader made an on-screen appearance in our our Fantasy Flight Star Wars game.
Oh, today?
Oh,
No.
Nice.
This is years ago, like 7-8 years ago when we played it. But
that's awesome.
yeah, that was before we had actual stats for him. I just told them they were going to die. I'm like, if you fight Vader, you're going to fucking die.
Yeah,
So-
I remember there
seems
was
fair.
like a quick, not a quick start, but like an offering for free RPG day that had like Vader coming, right? And you can so like it would increase like every round. I said, okay, add a red dice, and like, but you're not
Oh my
flipping the
God.
things. Like, yeah, his like aura is so.
It's
makes so much
effectively Dead by Daylight, but an RPG with Vader. I'm on board.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you guys are. I think, Doc, you're going to need to slice this to get past this. The security. It is only a 10 though, so you can give us a security check on that, and then or computers. I don't know. Let's say security.
Wow.
They're both the same anyway. Jesus Christ, yeah. So do you want to rewrite the security to be?
Yeah, I'm gonna reprogram it to us, like only us.
Okay.
Like only Sosa can drive it. There you go.
Yeah.
So if they kill Sosa,
Nice.
so if you die, Sosa, don't die.
Yeah, then we're all
I'm not going
stranded
to
here.
die.
Maybe all
I'm
of
never
us
going to die.
Okay.
I'm not rich enough yet to die.
And then what is the thought here for getting this thing out of here?
Oh,
This
is the
will
hangar
have-
not open?
Hangar door is not open. No.
Oh, I got to work on that now too. Okay. So I'm in here. So do you want me to do computers or security again?
I'm trying to think. I don't know if you could remote access it. Like it has to be opened.
Should we just blast our way out?
Let's just blast our way out.
Very unlikely with the armament on this thing that it's going to blast those doors open.
Oh, but
However,
I look over at the AT. The AT. I do have does Starship Gunnery count?
Starship Gunnery will work for an ATTE. And if you're questioning, guys, but hold on, I don't remember George having the rules for ATTE for WEG
Yeah,
Star Wars in there.
Yeah.
You know what does? The updated and expanded rules have it. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
All right. Well, so I guess he's gonna have to get up.
So we'll
Doc's gonna
leave
have
you
to
there
get
for now. We'll cut back to the other group. So the two of you guys, Jedek, you have discovered and then suddenly lost a secret door.
Oh, that's what frag grenades are for, right?
Most
Yeah,
definitely.
this is what I'm hanging up, turning up like comm after I've just talked to those guys.
What did you say anyway to them?
I just said, you guys are. I hope you're not looking around at the ship, just knowing Soso's. Like he gets distracted because he's so excited about everything.
Yep.
So that was his fear as things started closing in on him, on Dash and Jedek. So that's all he says. And so he turns. He stops doing that, and he. What do we do? What happened to the secret door?
I don't know. Something closed it. If we knew where this led, then we'd know where to go. But the heck with it. Put the grenade on the shelf and
Give us
runs out behind the desk and.
Are you sure that's a?
Give us a demolitions check, please, Jedek.
Okay.
Do you have?
You know what? I have demolitions as a skill, and I'm going to burn a first force point here to make sure that this works, or at least.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
So it's an extra 5 dice.
5 dice. And, if I place this in the right spot, it's going to do some significant damage.
What is a grenade? Not a thermal detonator, but but sufficient to get the door open.
Wow.
It's not about blowing the door apart. It's about blowing the mechanism that holds the door closed.
Absolutely.
You
and you have
supposed to blow
succeeded.
the bloody doors off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you blew the whole room apart.
All right, Jeddick, so you have blown open the locked door, and you are able to access it. There does appear to be so if you guys come back in the room, there appears to be a secret passage behind there that leads...
He does a little bow and points to Dash to, this is where we're going to go.
Before we leave, I'm going to quickly check the Bith's body just to make sure nothing valuable we've left on him. Or somebody else missed before us.
There's like valuable in the sense of
not money, but I mean in term of the information, like an extra data pad or some other thing like that.
As far as you can tell, no, nothing here.
Okay, great. Just want to make sure.
What you find at the end of a very short corridor is a repulsor lift. There is a lift that leads down an elevator somewhere.
Okay. It only goes down?
It seems, because you're having to summon it.
I'm going to get on the controls, because I can do that. Unless you can do it.
Oh, sorry, this is just an elevator. You're not going to need to be like, don't worry, guys, I got this mastered.
Oh, I've got repulsor lift operation as a mechanical skill.
I think... No, well...
I've got repulsor lift operation as a mechanical skill, so in case we need to do something.
There you go.
Can we get in there and slow it down for wherever it is and make it come back up?
Okay.
Do we have any way of telling how many stops it makes? How many... it's not like a series of buttons. I'm assuming you have to maybe type in something to say where to go or something. Is there a clear there's 12 levels here or anything?
No, there's only one little kind of indicator on the top that will light when it's up. It is long enough for you and Jeddick to sort of hit the button and kind of look at one another, look back at the button, tap a foot.
We should run down the stairs.
Yeah, the girl from Ipanema playing as music.
Yep, exactly. Whatever. It's a really terrible version of the Max Rebo band.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, oh, jeez.
11.
Yeah.
11?
I hate this smooth jizz stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That really is the name of it, unfortunately.
It really is the name of it.
Fortunately, we know that because one of my players keeps reminding us of that.
Somebody along the way did change it to a different word. That was not created by an RPG designer. That was by an author. Came up with that. That's all I'll say. Anyway.
As he's finishing up, I hate Star Wars. What it arrives, it opens up. You guys step in. You can see there is only one destination button on here.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Hey, Doc, are you on the comms?
So we'll come back to that in a moment. We're cutting back down to Doc. So Doc has left the shuttle to make your way into the ATTE. It will take you a moment or two to cycle things up. Are you trying to get the cannon to fire, Doc? You are muted, so let's toast Mo.
Whoa.
Cheers,
I
Mo.
got one in.
Yeah.
Cheers, Mo.
Yeah.
I mean, if the thing is facing the hangar bay, I don't need to move it. But
no, not at all. And I mean, it's a turret as well too for the big cannon. So
I'll just get it either to the turret or the station in the. Oh, but all those guns, those are kind of nice. All right.
Yeah, so your giant ears too.
Yeah.
Sensitive ears.
Yeah.
What are you thinking, Doc?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna. If I need to move it, I'll maneuver it around. Start it up.
Okay.
Maneuver it around to get the gun in position to fire at the bay doors.
I think there's a Gamorrean. You guys had that door open. They've all kind of gone over there. He's the guy who's sort of I don't want to fucking do this. You guys go do that. So he's standing in the hangar and kind of watching, and then he hears this kind of and turns around and looks at this thing, and then ever so slowly the turret just goes, and he's like, slowly starts walking, and then by the time he finishes 3 strides, it's in a full Gamorrean sprint across the room. And then there is a... As it hits the wall, would you give us a 5d6 roll, please, Carl?
Okay. All right. Just straight 5d6.
Yeah. This is at vehicle scale.
Nice.
23.
That is a big hit. Let me see.
I guess you guys hear a big kaboom.
You blow a hole in the side of the castle.
Or feel it too.
So the body, yeah, that's a big fucking hit, because like the body strength of this thing, that would be doing a wound on the vehicle. So you hit this and explodes the wall open or the door quite well. To be honest, the wall might be the easier thing to shoot through than what the door is. They may have done that stupid thing where they're like, I'll put this great big door in for this wall, and the wall is actually less secure.
So maybe if Doc would know that, he fired the where the door and the wall kind of meet.
Love it. And the door kind of like. So as that thing goes down, how is Doc celebrating in the ATTE?
There's too bad there's no ramp to go down into the ground and drive this thing out of here. But
I mean, with this, you really don't need it.
Oh, you just fall over, or what do you mean?
It just walks out. Like there is a ramp to get out of here.
So he's gonna walk it out. He's like, we're stealing. He's gonna steal this thing.
I will point. I've had now 2 instances where we can demonstrate Chekhov's ATTE. If you put one in the game, the players will use it. All right. So then you go to the front and begin.
So you're good to go. I've cleared a path.
You're good to go. So what? Here's what's happened though: is that you have had your ears, plugged in. And you hear from behind you, loud, isn't it? And if you turn around.
I whistle around with my blaster in my hand.
Well, if you're going to try... Okay, so actually that would be fine. You turn around to find a blaster looking at you in the face.
Yeah. Okay. She's going to be quicker than me.
So you spin around and she's right there, gun pointed at you.
Yeah.
And she says, I don't think there's a need for that, is there?
No, not at all, madam.
And the grin too. No.
No, it's fine.
Why don't you put that down and take advantage of that hole that he's made?
Yeah, I think we're going to leave now.
I like the way you think. She could pat you on the top of the head with the barrel of the blaster.
Yeah, I am really not going to argue. I just... I rev her up.
Okay.
Punch the button or whatever.
Yep. And so we see this hot rod lambda go flying out, followed very shortly by as this camouflage ATTE begins stomping its way out. So then I think we last left Jedek. You were trying to contact Doc. So, Doc, you're at the controls of this thing, lumbering this ATTE along, and your comlink... Well, I mean, it's probably you who is the comlink as well. Yep. Jedek has called you from the elevator.
He goes, Sosa's got the... Soso has the bird. The bird is in the air.
Okay, well, we have a complication because the lawyer's been killed, and we're chasing... What are we chasing, Dash?
We're not exactly sure, but someone who was here before us,
didn't you see her
young woman? Yes. I don't think I'm assuming I don't know who she is. Like me, Dash. Yeah.
You've heard of Talon Car's got an agent.
Okay.
Right? Because because you roll pretty well.
Saw her on the screen.
Yeah.
You saw something on the screen?
Yeah, I suspect I know who may have been one of Talon Card's top lieutenants. But no one I know, but dangerous nonetheless.
Do you patch it through to the vid screen on the pilot's console in the shuttle? So,
yeah, maybe.
So you can turn the shuttle around and pick me up, and then we'll get the other guys.
I'll get back to you on that one.
I mean,
Get the manual out. See here. How do
So you guys hit at this point, the turbo lift or whatever, unless I'm mixing things here, hits the ground, opens up, and you guys, it actually lets you out in the hangar. And what the hell happened in this hangar?
Yeah.
Because there's a hole in the wall, the door has fallen out, there's no sign of the Hot Rod Lambda, and there appears to be a Republic era walker that is leaving the hangar bay.
What's going on? Where's our ride?
I told him to keep a low profile. What?
Low profile.
Bang! Bang!
Oh God. Hey, like, let's start running after them.
We're not at the top anymore. You can come back to the
I
hangar bay.
think you realize now, Jeddick, you could hear a sound in the background of the comm when you're speaking to Doc, and now you realize what it is that he must be in that thing.
Yeah, because you can hear the legs banging every time.
Exactly.
It's like, Doc, are you in the walker?
Oh, you're
You're
muted
muted.
again, Carl.
Oh, Carl's muted.
this
He's
clone
muted
era
himself in.
technology speaks to me.
Yeah.
It is back from when droids meant something.
Liberation! Liberation now!
Now you know.
All right.
It's not
so,
the time. It's not the time, Doc.
So
says, good day to you. I am Soso Jafan. I am the 15th best pilot in the sector. I am also available for hire.
I appreciate that. So you can call me Mara.
Good day, Mara.
I'm not looking for a permanent pilot, but why don't you take us to, and she calls up the sort of things and gestures along to point to a destination about 20 kilometers or 30 kilometers away from here.
Okay. I'll say to her, would you be okay with me just picking up a couple of friends?
I think they're resourceful enough to
Understood.
manage for themselves. Yeah, immediately like, oh, that's fine. Love it.
I did my best.
So, I think we're going to get along just fine. So, you're all over. Yeah.
So it doesn't mean anything because I got a security on that ship, but I guess I just did it temporarily or something.
Well, you do, but the thing is, Soso is the one who's piloting it, though.
Yeah.
When you guys made the perception check, it was to see if you heard her sneaking on board.
Sure.
So she was on board. Soso is the one you gave access to, so she, you know. And right now, Soso hasn't let anyone know that she's hijacked this thing.
Yeah.
So you can see, I think perhaps on this display though, Doc, you can see that Soso is heading out in another direction. And that's a good question, Jeddick. Did you leave your comm open, Soso, or did you close it?
Evens, I closed it.
Yep. Okay.
Odds.
So odds, it's open still. So you guys all hear this woman's voice speaking to Soso. And like Dash and Jeddick, you would know precisely who this is, but Doc, is there a fifth member of the crew you're not aware of? What?
So who's on the bridge, I guess? Or is the cockpit? Who's on the cockpit with you? I do not recognize that voice.
And she kind of looks at you and says, ooh, and tweet, closes the comm link.
Okay.
So, and I thought we were going to get along so well.
Oh, it was my mistake.
Captain Dash, do I shoot it down?
Yeah, you
So
see, it's beginning. It's turned in a direction away from the castle, and is making its way away. Doc, you can see it on the whatever radar, Star Wars radar display.
I say back into the comm, maybe a shot across her bow. We don't want to go too far. She may be an ally if we play our cards right. No pun intended. Forget it. Just across her bow.
I'll shoot
I'm
across
looking
it
around. I'm looking around for another vehicle. There's something else we could fly.
What are you looking for?
I do. Doc says I do see the coordinates that they're flying in.
You don't see the coordinates. You see a direction they're going.
No, the direction. Yeah, I do
Yeah.
see the direction they're flying in.
You said there was like some fancy hot rod.
I'm not gonna. I don't think it's. It's useless to shoot across the bow. That doesn't do anything. Honestly.
Also, you
Wait,
would
you
know that
telling me
these
I don't know
things.
what I'm doing?
The cannon takes time to cycle as well, so
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they're probably going to be.
I'm just gonna drive the cannon in that direction.
This thing is slowly stopping its
So
way.
run and jump on, or get another.
Yeah, and there's
speeder
cannons
bike.
firing down at this thing too. It's hitting the hull with no effect. So, or like they're firing small arms fire down at this thing. So Dash and Jedek, do you have an idea for what you'd want to take?
Something fast.
Something that can go that's space worthy too, right? Like it's not going to be necessarily just a planet side chase. Are there anything? And is there anything like a Lambda class shuttle size?
So the lawyer's thing would have been here. Otherwise, it would be kind of collector pieces in here. So
Oh, they have an X-wing too.
probably not an X-wing in here, but there might be a pair of headhunters in here.
Oh, okay. See, this is a good old Z95.
Yeah. Because they would have space defense in here as well too. So if you guys want to hop into a starfighter,
Yeah, I think the only problem with the Z95s is they don't have a hyperdrive, if I recall correctly.
that is, yeah. And actually, if it's a like a local defense thing, they wouldn't have it. You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
Is that a 1 or a 2-man?
one.
One each is a
Basically,
one-man
like
thing.
kind of like an X-wing fighter, but for one person with no hyperdrive.
It looks like
It's sort of the precursor to the X-wing.
Okay, well, it can't be that different than ground vehicle operation, right?
Yeah, I mean, do you know how to operate a T-16?
No.
Because then you'll have no problem at all.
Well, I mean,
I can.
Dave, you used to bullseye womp rats back in Beggar's Canyon, and they can't be much bigger
Yeah,
than
that's
this ship.
That's what I heard.
Okay, let's do it. It'll be like bang, bang, getting out.
So the Dash, you are able to get in there, and you start, kind of like, getting everything
Walk me through
started.
this. Walk me through this, Dash. Just
Yeah.
tell me what I'm hitting.
From left to right. Flip, turn, go to 90 degrees, hit it down, press
Oh
that
my
one.
god. Yeah, Jedek has a 2d6 plus 2 as his score for piloting. So, but that's what force points are for, right? So,
Yes.
all right.
Yeah.
So, Doc, you are making your way slowly through the jungle in the direction of this. You guys are firing things up. So you're going to be at the destination within a minute or so. She's in silence the entire time that you're flying over there, but do you have anything you wish to say? Or are you sort of like,
I think a bit like that, to be honest. I'm not going to push my luck. I've already pushed it hard enough, I think.
yeah. So she, while you're doing that, she kind of steps past you with keeping the blaster on you. She reaches underneath the console and kind of pulls something out. And she says, give us let's hear. So I think you might have build repair. Give us a technical roll, please.
Technical? Yeah.
Yeah.
And just straight technical?
Just straight technical, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And you have not used any force points if you really want to show off with this one. Feel free to.
I'm going to desperately show off, so I'll reduce my force points by 1. And dice mods, therefore, is going to be another 3.
Yeah, and then another plus 2 for the... Remember, not the plus sign in there, because otherwise the world will implode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
23.
So she pulls this thing out, and she sort of is about to be like... say what it is. What you know is she has just pulled out the triggering mechanism or the activator or whatever the hell to shoot the guns on this. It's not broken, but until it's installed back in, the guns are going to be disabled.
Okay, all right.
So she's about to explain what it is. Do you say,
Yeah, I do. In an attempt to be useful. I see you have the fire actuator for the main weapons.
a smart boy.
Oh, yes.
Once we reach our destination, I'll leave this back there.
Oh, yes.
I think that we're going to be friends.
So do I.
But if I see this reinstalled, I'll assume that you mean otherwise. At least
Of course.
until I go.
Of course. I'll watch you go.
I knew I'd like you, so. So what you see is, as she leads, it leads you over. I actually don't know this. George? Do you know what her canonical ship is, or does she have one?
No, I don't think it's not in the novels.
Not in the novels? Okay.
I don't think so.
Did she steal Luke's X-wing? I don't know.
At one point, she's flying Luke's X-wing. Yeah.
Yeah. So she, I think, as you, what do you call it? As you reach the destination that she has set for it, what you can see is there is a, like, let's say, well, because I do like this ship quite a bit, the modified YT 2400.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
because I really love that one.
Yeah.
And that is. In fact,
Oh yeah, she did. She had a Z95 called the Jade's Fire.
a headhunter. A headhunter?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Did it have a? So maybe okay. But in fact, well, this is that's the YT 2400, right?
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's actually what we use in the Night
agreed.
Below now too for the
Yeah,
Night
cool.
Below. I don't think I've got a Z95, but let's take a look here.
She
Don't
may
think
have-
I've.
Yeah. I think she really wound up using it more when she joined.
Oh
the
yeah, because that would have
Republic.
been okay. So we'll use the YT. Fuck it, we'll
Yeah.
use the YT.
Yeah.
So this is
Yeah.
the 2400. All right.
Oh, nice, Graham. That's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'd love that. That is super cool. So let's see. So she asks you to land the Hot Rod
sure.
Lambda down.
It'll be the best landing she's ever had.
Fantastic. So she looks at you and let me ask you this. Are you intending on reinstalling it, or are you genuinely trying to wait until she gets out in the air to reinstall it?
I'm very happy for her to go.
Okay, so I'm not going to she's going to look at you,
Yeah.
and she hands it to you rather than leaving it back there.
Okay.
Kind of hits you in the shoulder. We'll see you around, so.
Oh, yeah. We'll meet again, I hope.
You better hope not. And she leaves out the back, and you see her walk across to her ship, and you then kind of, she gets in there. There's a very quick, it gets up and gone. Dash and Jeddick, I think you go flying across where Doc's is still making its way in that direction, and you see YT 2400 modify thing get up in the air and then make its way towards atmosphere.
I switch on the comm link and say, it's been such an ordeal. I can't tell you how awful it was, but she's managed to escape me.
Hey, you went kind of quiet there for a while.
Trying to stop?
No, she switched off the comm.
Oh,
Jeddick,
interesting. I see.
lest I forget this, let's just do one thing before. Why don't Jeddick give us a mechanical check, and Dash, I think it's a mechanical check as well, actually, because you're not actually trained in starship operation.
No.
This is where 2 extra dice are going to be.
No, are you force pointing it?
Hell, yeah. He has no idea. He's like, I need some help. Somebody help me. Somebody help me get out of here.
Yep. You're at like a teenager parallel parking level of competence right now.
Yeah, exactly. And then with the force point, I got a total of 50.
That's good enough. So you actually have a better, a better departure than what Dash did even.
Yeah.
So the two of you go out, and obviously, like, I think what it is this is so much more responsive than what you're used to, Dash, that, you can manage behind the wheel or behind the stick of the Minoc, rest in peace, pieces, I guess, technically. But this thing is just so much more vehicle than what you're used to. Mm-hmm. So, you guys, I guess, could give chase if you'd like, or it seems that So has the Hot Rod Lambda. That has a hyperdrive. What are you guys doing? Doc, what's going on with you as you're slowly making your way across here? Oh, you're muted once again. It's 3 toasts to Mo today. Carl really misses Mo.
Yeah. Is it how far behind do I get there?
Oh, she's long gone. There's no way we could catch her.
Yeah, it's like 30 kilometers, we said, and the ATT is many things. Fast is not one of them.
No, yeah. Oh, dear.
Yeah, it's like half an hour for you to reach there.
Yeah.
I'll have to, come back and get Doc.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a droid, so it wouldn't be too uncomfortable having someone on talk, but you can't fit 2 people in the headhunter.
Get the Lambda or whatever.
And come back. Okay, I got it.
Yeah. Just drive the Lambda back here. It's fine.
Okay. So her vessel is gone. Mm-hmm. The Lambda comes back, Doc. Anything you wish to do with the ATTE before you depart?
No, just leave it there.
Okay. So, as you guys are pounding
I guess I could set a trap if they want to try to recover it.
Well, let's do this, actually. Hold on. There is still some fun to be had here. So, as you're getting ready to bring back the Lambda, it does appear that the other... I'm gonna see if I've got an X-Wing in here.
Parting shot at the castle.
Well, look at that. Well, I think that those other headhunters are going to finally come out in pursuit of you guys. I'll use the X-Wing for them, but let's say there's going to be 4 of them. These are actually Z95 headhunters, but we're going to use the X-Wing for the purpose of them. So, Doc, you can pick up, I think, that there is... Oh, George, is... Starship scale, is that different from vehicle scale?
So there's character scale on one end of the spectrum, the other end is capital ships.
Okay, so this is the exact same range. The individual ships
should be.
Okay, awesome. Then let's carry on. All right. So you guys are getting yourself Dash and Jeddak. So here's the question: you're getting over and you're landing these, or you're going to attempt to land the headhunters. What you can tell, Doc, because you've got nothing to do but monitor the the radar, is that there are 4 headhunters that have just come out of the palace that are going to be heading in your direction and will be at the Lambda soon. What would you guys like to do?
Did you put the weapons thing back on?
Yeah.
Okay.
So right now, the concern is you're in the... Doc is in the ATTE. You guys are... Dash and Jeddak are in Headhunters right now. And So has landed the Hot Rod Lambda. So, what is the plan right now?
I think the 2 of us should take our Z95s and land by Zoso, board the Lambda class shuttle, and while at the same time Doc is still making his way towards us, but whatever point we're in the shuttle as well, we can just go to wherever he is at that point.
Okay.
Just to get there quick.
4 bad guys coming after us while we're doing this?
Well, how far
they're going to reach
them to get us?
Yeah, Z95, so they're going to reach
around.
Probably the ATTE before it reaches you guys.
Okay, I see. They're coming from that way.
Yeah.
All right, let's go out and stop those things from. Let's all go there.
Yes.
Go to Doc.
Yeah.
So let's do here. We'll do it on a round per round basis, guys. So are you? Let me get.
So, do you have weapons? We're going to have to help Doc.
We have weapons. Yes, big ones.
Yeah. So the Lambda shuttle, I will tell you, is... Or the Rockstar, the...
She just disabled his
Hot Rod
weapon.
Lambda. She only disabled it temporarily. I think she understood that you might need weapons in order to get away from Jabba's, vacation home.
Yeah.
So the Z95s have triple blasters, which are fire linked, and the shuttle has a...
Have we got any dark side points yet?
You have no dark side points.
Not yet.
Just asking for a friend.
Where the heck is it? I'm sure. Because it is such a ubiquitous... Oh, this is all over the place. My goodness. Here we go. Ooh. 3 double blasters on this. 2 at the front, 1 in the back, and double laser cannons that are fire linked. So the Hot Rod Lambda is well equipped with a bunch of gear, bunch of weaponry. And if your headhunters are equipped with that, then they likely are as well, the ones that are coming in. And then the ATTE has its heavy projectile cannon on top, and then 4 front-firing light blaster cannons and 2 rear-firing light blaster cannons. But they're gunner operated, so you would have to sort of stop moving and go and man one of those.
Yep.
So
Not the big gun.
that is the big gun. Yeah. So what are you guys doing? Let's who wants to roll the perception for initiative?
Dash does.
Dash.
Okay, sure. I can do it. And here we go.
Nice.
Well,
9, very nice. Let me just do this here. I once again tried to trick myself into accidentally deleting.
Soso's got some force points you can use in this combat.
Yeah. Okay, so Dash, you can add 9 into the initiative tracker.
oh yeah, sure.
And then I actually got a 10. So do you want to spend a character point?
I do not have any left. So
Oh, no!
I will just, makes an easy choice.
All right.
Got
So
some 4 points though.
okay, so let's open up with this headhunters. How does Firelink work, George? Is this I get an extra?
I'm actually looking it up right now. I was like, what's Firelink
I
again?
love how well we all play together, because I said it out loud with the hope that someone would be like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
Look it
no,
up.
I was already trying
that's
to
awesome.
remember.
Let's see here.
I had it a minute ago.
Oh, Firelinked means it's the stats below are given for all the weapons linked to fire simultaneously. So it's saying there are 2 triple blasters, but the stats are for all of those firing at once. So that's what Firelink means.
Yeah.
So, okay. Then, let's see here. We are firing on the ATTE. All right. That is... oh, and I got fire control on these 2. All right, 1. 2. Ooh, that misses. 3. Okay. Carl. The ATTE has body of 4D plus 1. You are rolling against a target number of... Let's see here. That is a 11.
Okay.
Would you kindly give us 3 rolls of 4d6 plus 1?
There's the first one.
There you go. Nice. So
Second one.
Nice. Third.
And the third one. Barely.
Oh, there's a panel that explodes. But yeah, this keeps hitting the ATTE with blaster fire, and it is doing nothing to it. That is it for mine. Guys, your turn. Who would like to go first? Now, Doc, you would have had time to be warning. I'm fine with you being in whatever position you want, whether you're moving,
Yeah, he's going to be in the big gun.
I had a feeling. All right, so then I think gunnery is a... what do you call it?
Starship
It's
gunnery?
mechanical.
Yeah, I think there is actually a vehicle gunnery.
Okay,
skill.
I have Starship gunnery, but it's probably
Yeah, this isn't...
not the same.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to use a force point then.
Nice. And so,
Yeah.
And fire twice with the gun.
this you can't actually. This can fire once. Yeah.
That's fine.
You should not need to go more. This thing's gonna try and avoid.
Okay.
So you're rolling against a 9.
Okay. Did it go? Oh, no, it hasn't gone yet. 25.
All right.
Wow.
So damage is 7d6, and we're gonna take a look at the first one. If it's a 6, you'll get to roll again. We'll treat that one as exploding.
The first dice that comes up.
Just roll 7d6. If the first dice is a 6, then we will. Nice. So 28.
Yeah.
All right.
28. Wow.
Nice.
How does shields work in this, George? I don't remember.
So I can't remember last time I played a vehicle based combat in this game.
They're used as a reaction skill.
Yeah, they're
Oh.
basically like the equivalent of a of a
Okay, so I already
dodge.
did that for the maneuver. So then we'll roll body. Oh, sorry. I'll compare it to the same thing. The number 3.5 times its hull. Carl, why don't you tell us what it looks like as you blow one of these out of the sky?
Like it fires at me as this thing kind of lurches back and forth. The panel blows.
Yeah.
And then he kind of tracks one, toot, fires.
Yeah. We see a very brief shot of a Gamorrean in the cockpit. Then, Dash, Soso, or Jeddick. Anything you guys would like to do?
Go ahead, guys.
I'm going to save my actions for Starship reaction dodges.
Okay. Are you
I have
getting?
to.
Is the
right?
Hot Rod Lambda in the sky right now, or is it on the ground? So I think Jeddick and Dash are still in their headhunters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're not coming in.
You're not coming into me.
No, we gotta.
Yeah, we got to shoot these things.
Okay, I'm in the air.
Okay, so you've got yourself in the air, and you're just going to save your actions.
Can I shoot at them?
I think what you can see is that they're, if you look at the, what do you call it, on your comm thing, you can see they're all sort of flying around and trying to blow up the ATTE.
Okay, I'll try and intercept them then.
Okay, why don't you give us a, let's say it's a 10 space transport operation roll to be able to get there in this one round and then
Sure.
engage in. Yeah. George, you are not the only one who doesn't know the rules for Starship Combat.
I
All right.
remember. Yeah, it was a
easy,
hard
so.
chapter.
All right, so then let's give us a Starship Gunnery at -1. I think the front firing ones, the Firelink double laser cannons, you can operate on your own.
Gotcha.
But you also get 3D plus 1 as a bonus because of the fire control. And we'll shields. All right. It's a 16 is what you're rolling against total. Oh, that didn't.
Right.
That can't have rolled. No, 3d6. Sorry, it's d6.
Oh, it's 3d6.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might help, mightn't it?
Yeah. 19. That is a hit. Damage is 4d6. And target number is an 11. Oh, well, again, we'll take the first one as a as the 6.
Sure.
That's the wild die.
Okay, let's do it.
Here we go. Come on, big money.
Okay, just 12.
12, but that means it is. Let's see here. Shields blown, controls,
Nice.
ionized. So the shields are down on this thing. You can see the Gamorrean is like, and hits the thing. He's angry at it being down.
Woohoo! I'm coming in out of the sun.
Yeah.
Nice.
Jeddick and Dash, what would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna take. Go ahead, Dave.
No, go ahead.
All right, I'll take two. I'm gonna take. Sorry, not two. I'm gonna take a shot at. Looks like none of these other three are damaged currently.
That's right.
So I will just take a shot at one of them.
Okay.
Random one, whichever one.
Yeah, you got it.
And I have 1D, I believe, for fire control.
18 is what I rolled for his avoidance.
All
So.
right, well, let's see. Let's see what happens here.
Nice. So
Nice.
there's a bit of like back and forth, and you finally manage to tag this thing. Same thing. It is 3d6 for yours.
3d6.
Target number is 11. She scorched the hull.
Yeah.
Jeddick.
All right. Little starship gunnery time with wheeling it around. Getting it off the ground was tough, but I think I understand this part.
Nice. 13. Okay, well, let me roll for it here.
Not.
I rolled terrible. I got a 9, so that is a hit.
Okay. It is 3d6.
3d6 for the damage, yeah, and we'll treat the first one as a 6, or as your wild die. So
Can I use a character point to...
absolutely, yep. You can use more than one if you choose to.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So 2d6 exclamation mark?
2d, yes, yeah. Come on. That makes it 18. So that is 7 over, which means lightly damaged. So
Okay.
lightly damaged means... Whoop. I need more hands. I need to teach Anna to hold up my GM screen. Oh, Dave, give us a 1d6 roll, please. Let's see,
They came from behind.
Ooh, -1 to its maneuverability. Its engines are sputtering.
Nice.
It's very, it's backfiring like a 70s Nova.
So one's got a sputtering engine and one's got no shield?
Correct. So then it is, I think all of you guys have gone, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Top of the round. Whoo, these things spin around. Not spin around, but they turn around. I have 3 things. So here's what I'm going to do for, I was doing for their dodge. I'm rolling their starship piloting and adding their shields in with that as if they're going to dodge. If that's what you'd like to do, they're going to try and shoot you. So anyone like to try and get out of the way of that? Dash?
I'll dodge.
You'll dodge? Okay. So we'll start with Jeddick. Jeddick, I got a 15 to try and hit you.
Okay, and what am I rolling?
Your shields on this are a 1. So you're adding 1 extra dice to whatever your... I guess for you, it's your mechanical. And for Dash as well, for that matter.
So mechanical and roll 1 extra
1 extra dice, yeah. I'm for those listening at home, I'm certain I'm not doing this right, but I just don't want to look it up.
Yeah, it's totally fine. I think I think you add your hull to the shields.
No, hull is what you use for resisting damage. That's your strength.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are tagged. Then, would you kindly? Your hull is a 4d6. Would you roll that against a 9? Okay, wow. Your hull is scoured as well. Dash, would you like to dodge?
Yes, I will.
So roll your mechanical plus 1 extra dice.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
16, 18 I got.
Well, I got a 13.
Okay, and then I know I'm
nothing I
ignoring
can do about
the mechanical or the complications, but
yeah.
yeah, I don't want to deal with
Well,
that
you
right
can
now.
save them up for later and screw us at the end.
Basically, yeah. I was joking yesterday. I'm like, it's going to be about 3 months before George's Nat 1 is going to come back to haunt him, but it's coming.
It's building up. Yeah, exactly.
All right, so that means you're hit as well. Dash,
Yeah.
would you give us a 4d6? Your target number is a 9.
9.
That means it is a 0. Your shields are down.
Okay.
So, your vehicle.
Okay. I will fire at them.
Ooh. Well, no, actually, it's not your turn yet. I'm shooting at you.
Oh, sorry.
I just want to know
Sorry,
if you'd like to dodge, give us a space transport piloting with plus 1d plus 2. I rolled 11, 12. I rolled a 14. Nice. Wow. So you keep out of the way of this one. That is all of the headhunters. Our heroes, what are you guys doing? Who would like to go first? And actually, Carl, the gun doesn't cycle in this version of Star Wars, so you're free to fire with that one every round if
Yes,
you like.
I will fire again.
Okay.
But I don't keep that force point, right? Do you use I have to use another one? Is that
That's right. Yeah, your force point has expired. So if you'd like,
yes, what I'll do.
I think I'm gonna. But he's gonna use it
hell yeah.
in his
That's what it's there
previous
for.
incarnation as a commando droid.
Exactly. So go ahead. I am gonna avoid.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see here. 10. I got a 15. But go ahead, make your
Ouch.
shot. So agility, but double your dice.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, big one. Yes! Hit! Oh, that was your mechanical you rolled, though.
Oh, yeah, sorry. So
That's okay.
agility would
Is
be
it the
2 more
same as
dice.
your
No,
agility, though?
dexterity is actually higher.
Or dexterity, sorry. So
Yeah.
if your dexterity is higher, then you've already hit. Don't worry about that. Roll 7d6. You're rolling against an 11.
Okay.
Well,
That's a big gun.
I remember it from earlier than
The
This is our
last
second
one.
ATT today. So
24.
yeah.
24.
all right, that is what's it look like as you take the second one down, Doc?
Yeah. You should have kept your shields on, pilot.
All right, then it is.
It looks like what we see in the picture.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's true.
It was our prophetic vision of the skies above Joe Maroon. What would we call it? Whatever I call this planet.
Yeah.
Could I try and shoot the 2 last ones down?
Absolutely, you
Go for
can.
I'm gonna spend a force point, obviously, to do that.
You're rolling against a
Sweet.
12.
Oh, okay. I've got a chance. So I am going to Starship Gunnery.
Yep, and
I
your
reckon I'm on at least a -1.
fire control is 3d plus 1, though.
Oh, so. Oh, okay. Oh, well, wait a minute. That's a lot. This is going to be a lot. I could probably fire 3 times. Never mind. So
I don't think you can multiple fire vehicle weapons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I could be wrong about that,
okay.
but again, this is not going to be the first thing I get wrong about this
Well,
game.
whatever.
So,
Can I shoot twice though?
you can shoot once. Because you're also piloting too, so you're having to operate the.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, so I think it's +2 + 1 for the fire control
Correct.
in total, and then
Yeah.
it's double my skill, so
Wow.
that's +2, so that's +4 +3, that's +6 +3, which would be +7, wouldn't it?
Okay.
3 pips.
Yeah,
go
that's
to
exactly
another
right.
die.
Yep. It stacks it
Yeah,
up.
so the dice mods is actually 7. I don't think I'm going to miss, really.
Don't say that.
Okay. And that's it. Good lord.
That is a
that's
solid
rubbish.
hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah,
A
okay.
lot of ones and a complication.
Yeah. 4d6 is that? Was it?
4d6 from yours, yes. And 14 is enough to lightly
stop.
damage it again.
Not really
You have
very
1
good.
character point left. You could spend that and add it to if you like.
May as well.
Okay.
May as well.
Do it.
1d6 exclamation mark, please.
What exclamation mark? Okay, yeah. Oh, in fact, I can just click the.
Yeah, you can just click on
character
the key. That's
points
true. You
roll,
can just do
can I?
that instead. Come on.
Only 2.
16.
Do you know
Hold
that?
on. 16 is
I'm really
5
not-
more. That actually bumps it up, though. So it becomes...
so
Because that
woo,
is
it?
5 more, which is lightly damaged. Give us a 1d6 roll, please. Come on. 4. One onboard weapon is hit and destroyed. You have disarmed the headhunter, which is equipped with 1 weapon. So,
Wow.
Nice.
nice shot. So. Jeddick or Dash, did you shoot this round? I don't think so.
I shot. I'm not yet.
Not yet.
But I was gonna let Jeddick go.
Got an amigo?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll
go.
back you up.
Jeddick, it
I'm
is a
not gonna use
12
my-
you're rolling against.
Okay, I'm not using my force point because I'm going to need that for landing.
Okay.
So we're just going to go straight on up. Nope.
Ooh. So you miss. Oh, and you got no character points left either. Dash.
Okay.
Here we 11.
go.
That's 16. I got an 18.
Okay.
Come on. No, but not good enough. I hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
3d6. You're rolling against an 11.
14.
Yes, that is. You have no character points left.
Now, yeah.
But give us a 1d6. Oh, the shields are down, or
Yeah.
control. No, it's controls ionized now, because which does another -1 to maneuverability and weapons control.
Cool.
All right. So then you've disarmed one, and the other one's weapons are all screwed up. On their turn, they are scary as the Hutts may be. You guys are scarier. They both wing around and make their way back towards the castle. What are you guys doing?
That's our chance. Let's reconvene.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Doc is just going to set a booby trap.
Okay. What's
Wait,
the
you want
booby
that?
trap intended to do?
Like when they get into, if I can do it, he's going to try to, like when they open it back up again, it's going to overpower the gun and blow it up from the inside.
Love it. Give us a technical roll. Your technical skill or stat is huge, though.
Yeah.
You could. You're out of force points.
Yeah, I have like some other character points or whatever.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
27 though.
Which you do not need
Wow.
at all.
Yeah,
So
it's a crit two
I
on
think
that last.
if I might, Carl, I think maybe someone is like, "What are you doing? Hurry up!" And Doc just looks back and says, "Surgery."
Yes.
Finishes up, and
The
makes her way.
the hut should not be such a beautiful piece of art.
Nice. So then, Jeddick, because I know we're all on the edge of the seat to see whether you can land this thing. Would you like to give us, both Dash and Jeddick, would you give us a mechanical check to land your respective headhunters?
Easy on
I
the
am.
flaps. Easy on the flaps.
I'm using my last force point.
Me too.
Go right ahead, guys.
Okay.
You're landing in the jungle, so we'll set it at 15 for this one. This is going to be a little trickier.
Alright, come on. Oh, Dave.
Dave, nice.
So you both managed to get it down, and I think,
2 + 2.
given 100 more tries at Jeddick, you probably couldn't replicate that, but that was a great job.
Nice.
So then, with the things landed, with it seeming that, well, I guess what are you guys doing next? You got the Hot Rod Lambda. It is hyperspace capable, and it's pretty quick.
Well, let's go chase down that Mark who has our stuff.
That is
I don't know
easier
about
said
that.
than done.
Yeah.
I don't think that's at all possible. We cannot do that.
I think
Did you tag her ship with some kind of tracer or tracker, or did you?
I'm just being logical.
what you and I are going to talk later. So because feel like something else is happening here. But I'm just not sure if we want to mess with Talon Card's, go-to person. I think we might want to go back and report into Uldo that it's not our fault. But big giant, gangster operative stole the thing he was after. It's not our fault. Maybe he can pay us to go get it back.
Anyone can give us a streetwise or a knowledge check, whichever you have.
I'm pretty sure he's going to say you're dead.
I know. Well, yeah.
We're not good. We should not go back to talk. We should not go back to talk to the Hutt.
That's generally the there is really one effective way to break bad news to a Hutt, and that's to not do it.
All right, I thought I could talk him down, but maybe you think you're dear.
Maybe you could. I mean, your con is pretty good.
I don't know if it's worth the risk. I'm with you guys. I don't want to put you all in jeopardy again. Another time.
I don't have the lawyer on me.
So did you talk to a prospective new employer that was on the shuttle? Like, did you line up some?
Captain, you should have let me take the shot. You should have let me take the shot, Captain. You see what this did to the starfighters?
Yeah, yes, but I don't know if we want to make that enemy. We made one today already. That seems pretty good for a day.
Stosa Jafan? Yes, we did make an enemy.
Maybe we could. Maybe we showed our mettle to a potential employer today. Maybe we should go and talk to this card person you mentioned.
Perhaps we should go talk to. Yeah, perhaps. Yeah, that seems logical.
If Talon Card now has access to the list of Jabba's assets. He's about to become one of the richest sentients in the galaxy.
That sounds like a good employer.
I agree.
Yeah.
He's a very good employer.
Sounds like a nice guy.
All right.
Yes.
So.
And we helped.
Always.
See? So by not taking that shot, it all worked out in the end, I think. We'll see. We'll find out. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Then, with that, guys, our second Star Wars session. Anything you wish to add, I should say, before we end it?
What are the odds that he hires us on?
I think not too bad.
Yeah, I think I may come with a character reference now. I'm sure.
It's fun just game-wise for me. I grabbed some of my books last night and was just looking through them like, I remember how that works. But I think if I really spent time and got more familiar with it, it would, I would have the answers more quickly, so it would help things.
Oh, no, sorry. We'll do the debrief then. So let me just do this first, say then for those, that'll bring us to the end of our session. So we, it seems that our double entendre named session, The Will of a Hutt, comes to a close. So for those listening at home, so I guess before we get into the outro, let's talk about the game, because we got some time before the session is supposed to end. So George, you were saying?
Just so that, when I was thinking about it last night, without going into sort of the more niche elements, like Starship combat doesn't happen every single session that you play, etc. But just going over the basic things, I was like, oh, right, that's how that works. Right, yeah. And I remembered like the intuition of running the game that winds up coming pretty quickly once you sort of have a feel for what difficulty numbers are. And like when I run the game, I try to simplify everything, so I just do it by fives. Like I just I don't even bother with like ranges of things or whatever. I just go like 5, 10, 15, 20. Like I won't give something a 17. I just go for the divisible by 5 numbers. But I mean, it's a fun game. I think it definitely has a different feel from any of the other Star Wars games, which is cool that they all have a different kind of feel to them. But they all are trying to give the same experience. Yeah. Is how I kind of felt. But it was fun. It's always fun to go back, for me anyway, to go back and play the WEG version.
I like for the GM side, the thing is for me getting used to the specific mechanics in it, like the especially with doing damage with it having the threshold kind of thing. That's just getting used to that, but like that's one of those things that would become intuitive once you've played a few combats with it. It is really easy to open a book and add something in, though. I will say that. And again, appreciating that I fucked up a ton of rules with this, but like we had a rules framework in order to sort of govern what we were doing today, and that's all I really want from a Star Wars, game. And I don't think there was anything where you guys were good at something and you felt bad at it, or you were bad at something and felt amazing at it, or anything like that. So.
No, especially when you incorporate character points and force points, which should be flying fast and furiously in Star Wars games. So that makes it really fun, especially when you're doing multiple actions and rolling. You're taking all those dice that would have been a bucket full of dice, but you're splitting up among a bunch of different actions. So now you're still confident, but you're doing 3 or 4 things, which can be a cool moment. Yeah. That's not like I'm using the Force. Like obviously I always play a Jedi, but except today I didn't. I mean, once in a while I don't.
Secret
Star Wars
Jedi.
play a Jedi. Yes, I mean, yeah. But it's you still have that feeling of like getting it to have a big moment by using a force point. Like you get a cool thing you can do. So yeah, it was fun. Like I would play it more, but I definitely want to go back and I haven't read that book like cover to cover in 20 years probably. Yeah. So
wow.
But, yeah.
And so you got how did you get a soft cover there, Graham? You have a soft cover.
He's got a hard cover of the revised expanded. Yeah, that's the
expanded.
Yeah.
So you do that print on demand, or you bought it from
Pod?
Okay.
I think Lulu has it. Like you can get a Lulu printing version of the thing.
That's cool.
It's amazing. I'll include a link to the description of it. Like that's why I had the ATT rules and the Lambda shuttle and some other things. Like they've added a bunch of stuff in there.
That has all the rules, Graham. That book has all the rules. Okay.
Yeah.
I like to try. I mean, we do play the Fantasy Flight / whatever it's called, Edge system.
Yeah.
Now, but I like this is kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. Yeah.
Especially for picking up and playing. Like making a character takes maybe 10-15 minutes at most. Great. And that's like discussing things because it's all very template based. So really easy to make up a character. Any closing thoughts on it before I launch into my outro?
No, this is the first time I played it. I enjoyed it.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's so, especially for a long-time gamer, too. It's really great getting a chance to try some of those classics. Mm-hmm. Right? So
it was great playing Sosa. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, you did a hell of a job with it, dude.
Yeah, Graham, that was awesome.
Honestly, and it's not a Star Wars species too, but I just love the illustration so much, and I'm like, how could this guy not be James Brolin's sidekick? So
yeah.
How about you, Dave? How'd you like being the big gunner guy?
It was a lot of fun. And of course, we got a great crew here and run in our little. I don't know, what do we call ourselves? A bunch of bandits? No, we weren't bandits.
Scoundrels.
Scoundrels.
Scum and villainy.
Yeah. Privateers.
But it's interesting to game mechanics wise. It wasn't really clunky. Only played a couple of times now, 2 Wednesdays or one or 2 Wednesdays and today, and it's fairly easy to pick up, and the sheets are pretty serviceable. So it's fun just to be in the universe, I think, and stomping around doing stuff with the Hutts, and it's good times.
Yeah, and I think following up on that this, I believe, is the first time we've played in this specific era.
Yes.
Which was also I found to be really fun. Yeah,
I've never I have run Resistance era, but that's a alternate kind of universe stuff. So it's the first time I've ever run this stuff, and I think it wasn't until this morning, before this morning session, that I realized I'm of course, this is what I needed to add in to to get things to really make it clear that this is taking place in this time. Is Mara Jade. So
that was great. I was
Card. I was like, when you said Talon, I was like, oh, I wonder if
I expected something to happen because you're really good at coming up with a really cool big moment Easter egg, dark, whoever it might be that we don't expect, like Mace Windu or whatever.
Oh.
So I wasn't sure who was gonna be, and she was a great choice.
I will apologize as well too. I have not read the Zahn novels or any of the other ones, so I have no idea what kind of personality she has. So I am very sorry.
That seems about right.
If you're angry about it, take it up with the editor.
Very confident.
Right. Yeah,
Very
exactly.
confident, but has a persona as like I would say a badass, but not ruthless
Not psychopathic, yeah.
to get the job done, but not cruel, I guess. So
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
she's not a killer really necessarily. Right?
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Also glad
Great.
that it also gave me the excuse to do the last minute switch, so you guys aren't the ones coming to gun down a lawyer. So,
Yeah. Well, that's
took the blood
Good
off
idea.
your hands. All right, then. For those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for this second of our Star Wars Day one-shots for 2024. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the game, or the event that we were playing, please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I will endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. There is also a link in the description of this video to the Dungeon Musings Discord server, where we have a channel dedicated to Star Wars RPGs in general. Most of the campaigns we run on the channel, most of the games we run on the channel, as well as finding a group and GM discussion. There is a really great community that has built up over the years over there, and you are more than welcome to join us over there. There's also a link down below to our friends at Noble Knight Games. Noble Knight Games is the preeminent unionized retailer of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs, including West End Games, because I picked up my copy of this from them. And it was actually
cool.
not that much more than cover price, too. Which was really fucking great. Yeah, they don't. I mean, there's some things where they do like they price stuff up because of demand, but there's also times where they price stuff reasonably so it'll actually sell. But they have, if they do not have something in stock in their extensive collection of hard to find and out of print RPGs, you can put it on a want list, and then when it comes in, they'll send you an email, and you can pick it up at your leisure. They also have a selection of great new role-playing games, board games, and card games. And if you make a purchase of $10 or more, be sure to enter the code MuserNight at checkout, and you'll save yourself 10% on your purchase. That is good until July 30th, 2024. And then after that, we'll have, did I say July? June 30th, 2024. After that time, we'll be getting a new discount code, so just come back. If you're listening to this after that time, come back to one of our more recent videos, and you'll find the current discount code there. There's also a link down below to, once again, to the Heroes Save Villages campaign, which is the charity fundraising campaign that made this possible. A huge thank you to all our stalwart donors who donated to that, and everyone who voted on making this session. This was the grand prize winner. Everything that came out on this one, the top selections were Scoundrels, In the Heir to the Empire era, Facing the Hutts, and dealing with and playing the West End Games Star Wars game. So thank you very, very much to everyone who made this session as well as this morning's session possible, and especially a huge thank you to our stalwart players. So Carl, George, Graham, and Dave, thank you so much for playing today. Graham for both sessions today as well.
I know.
All evening for him.
Nice.
I know normally Graham puts a cap at 3 hours for sessions, and you played 7 hours of Star Wars with me today. So thank you very much, Graham. I really appreciate it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We will be back in a galaxy far, far away, I'm certain, sooner rather than later. But until then, we hope that we gave you a few hours to take your mind off the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that these scoundrels are getting up to by getting into bed with Hutts. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, happy gaming, and may the Force be with you.
See ya.